What's good, y'all? It's your boy Jamil Parker, represent YSM Sports Media. We got a special guest in the building. My boy Big Bang Bang. Tell him where to find you at.
You say tell them where to find me at?
Yeah.
Fighting Words with Bang. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. You know what I mean? Hey man, we in the building, man. Hey man, you gotta teach me how to do this. How you did your intro before the stream yard and all that shit, man. This shit. Boy, hey man, this boy's a genius.
Yeah, that's an intro I use for my videos, but I got you with a countdown and all that shit. All right, we're gonna let some people get into the building before we start.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. We got a little bit to unpack and unfold, man. Yeah,
we got some shit, yo. We got a big fight, yo.
Absolutely, bro. Golly, man. They say boxing dead, bro. Somebody lied to them.
Yo, I ain't even gonna act like I didn't know that this was coming, bro, because I did.
I did too. I heard a little. I got a little inside source on that too. You know what I'm saying? So, but to find out that it's actually official, this is what we be really waiting on as the fans, bro. Not the rumors, not the I heard from a credible source and all that. When the fighters start posting up these types of things, bro, that's when it's real. You know what I mean?
So I caught wind that it was possible, and then he tried to hit the deflection with the Jesse shit, but I already knew what that was about because I knew Jesse. Right, so I went to go see Samson because Samson was in Atlantic City. So then when I talked to Samson was like, yo, I'm not involved in any negotiations because Morrell Jr.'s promoter is my lawyer. And he was like, so I don't know who Benavidez is fighting. Well, you just told me who Benavidez is fighting because if you're not involved in negotiations, you're Benavidez promoter. And the reason why you're not involved is because your lawyer is Morrell's promoter, then yes, bro, you just told me.
But he told you what I tell you.
Yeah, I'm glad because this is a fight that I've been wanting to see for a while. This is a fight that I don't think is going to go a lot of people's way. That they think people in their mind, they look at resumes. Resumes don't win boxing matches, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Resumes don't win fights, man. Fights win fights, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But I like this though, man. Like this is, bro. Between the Usyk and Fury fight, the Bivol and Beterbiev fight, and this fight right here, bro. Okay, we didn't get Tank and Shakur or Devin and Ryan rematch or it's certain fights that we ain't got yet, but we still getting it though, bro. We still getting it, bro. This is exactly what we wanted. This is what we needed. You feel me? Like I really, man, I appreciate this one. I appreciate this one, man. For real. We gotta send them down to the champagne.
Huh? No over marinating, no waiting, in their prime.
In their prime. And look, man, I was talking to a dude this morning, bro, Cuban. He said, man, David Benavidez is running from Morrell. I say, man, you got to be crazy. Listen, man, one thing I know about David Benavidez, he don't even duck from punches. I doubt he'll duck a fight. You know what I mean? Bang, I doubt he'll duck a fight, bro. He don't even duck punches.
I'm gonna give you some truth, Bang. David Morrell signed that contract over 2 years ago.
Oh, for real?
That's true. And that's not coming from Morrell's side. Samson told me that himself. You can go to the interviews on YSM Sports Media. He was waiting out for that Canelo fight. They didn't want to take Morrell too early if they had a chance to get Canelo.
Right.
Clearly, they're not going to get Canelo anymore, so they just went ahead and just made the fight. But Morrell signed that contract 2 years ago, bro.
Hey, man.
He told me, wait, a year? How long ago it's been? It's a year. It's been over a year. over a year. Because he told me that Tank Hector Garcia, I think.
Oh, wow, that far back.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, this is one thing I remember. This is what I respected David Benavidez for, and this is why I knew the fight was gonna happen. You know what I mean? I seen David Benavidez do an interview where they asked him about the Morrell fight. He said, bro, I want that fight, bro, but it gotta like that fight is a money fight. Like I really want the David. Huh? No. They told me, he told me, I mean, he said on the, my bad, bro, I'm outside. But he told me on the interview, I mean, he said on the interview that, man, bro, I want the Morrell fight, but that fight is like a big fight. That's a money fight. It makes sense now, but it could be worth more down the line. I want that fight. I'm not ducking Morrell. That fight is gonna happen when it's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I respected that because he didn't say Morrell ain't got the resume. Morrell ain't done nothing to get in the ring with me. He said what made sense. It only makes sense when it's the right time. You understand what I'm saying? So I respect that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I knew we was gonna get it. It's just the way that it popped up on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, it's really official. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, everything comes down to money. See, a lot of times fans want to attribute this shit to the street. Just because they scared of a dude in the street in a hood, scared of the dude at the park, then they want to, project that on the fighters. It comes down to money. Like, dudes got in their mind a set number that they want for that fight. Now, it might be realistic, it might be unrealistic, but they have a number in mind. Like Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr., his pop wanted a certain number. Do I think he's scared of Boots? No. He sparred Boots for free. So he's not scared to get in there. But in his mind, he wants this for that fight. Problem is, business dictates that it might not be worth that right now. So a lot of times you'll see dudes waiting. Like their teams are like, no, wait a year. We'll be able to get this. And you won't listen to the dudes you paying to give you advice. Hey, let me know in the comments who y'all got in this fight. To me, this is a 50-50 fight. I know who I got, but let me know in the comments who y'all got, man.
Hey, look, before they start answering you, I think this, bro, listen, bro. I think that PBC went on ahead and made this fight because of the competition in the streets right now. It's not just Eddie Hearn and Bob no more, bro, or Oscar De La Hoya, bro. That Turkey dude been putting on some hella fire fights, bro. So it's like, bro, PBC, they got to make it happen. They got to make it happen, bro. I ain't gonna lie, they got to make it happen. So I think they got a little part to play in it too. You know what I'm saying? They got to start putting these cards together, bro. Yeah, man.
I'm gonna keep it a being with you. Turkey doesn't. I can't say Turkey's made great fights. Turkey made spectacular events.
Right.
A lot of times, he hasn't really delivered on the fights that he's wanted for a variety of reasons. But like Francis Ngannou versus Anthony Joshua was not a great fight. Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou isn't a great fight. But it was just a mega event. Now, Usyk versus Fury, great fight. Bivol, Beterbiev, great fight. Great. But Shakur versus Joe Cordina, not a bad fight, but we wasn't asking for that. You know what
I mean? Right. Yeah, I mean, not all the best fights, but like when he did, like, okay, let's, like, for example, the Crawford versus Madrimov card. I didn't think the matchups was like, I was like, damn, okay, I like all the fighters on here, but it's like the matchups, I was kind of like, but that whole card was full of upsets. The whole card was full of upsets. And then with the big baby and the with the big baby and the what's big boy name?
Andy Ruiz.
No. Yeah, that fight too.
Oh, you
But the
talking about Martin
but Jared
Bacoli?
Anderson and Bacoli, yeah. See what I'm saying, bro? Like we didn't know we wanted that fight, bro. Shit, that was a good ass fight to have. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, turkey, man. You got to be a brave fella to get on the turkey card because ain't no telling who he gonna throw you in there with. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, now, man, it's just a good look for PBC, good look for Benavidez, good look for Morrell. Man, who you got? What they saying in the comments? I can't see the comments. Who you got, bro? We got to get down to the nitty gritty, bro.
Yo, let me know in the comments, man. Who you got? You got Morrell. You got David Benavidez.
Well, for me, hey man, Morrell is in the city, man. He trained in Houston. I know he in Minnesota and all that, but you know he getting that good game from this Houston soil, man. So I support David Morrell, bro. But hey man, I got Benavidez in this fight, bro. I got Benavidez in this fight.
All right, yo, go ahead.
No. What you gonna say? I got him. I got Benavidez.
All right, so I like David Benavidez as a person. I like him as a fighter.
Right.
David Morrell's gonna stop David Benavidez.
David Morrell is gonna stop David Benavidez. That's what you just said on YSM Sports 7:27 my time.
Said the same thing. I've said the same thing for the last 2 years.
Understood.
I haven't moved off of this.
Understood.
Right?
Understood.
So, now, does David Benavidez has a more extensive background? Of course, right? Better resume, fought better opposition, right?
Right.
Beaten better opposition.
Right.
Is a nightmare for Canelo Alvarez, a whole bunch of other fighters, but not this kid. And the reason being is, go look at David Benavidez's best wins, right? Okay. And tell me how the fights go. David's getting outboxed, and over time, his size overwhelms you. The size, the pressure, the output overwhelms you. And they're all smaller men, right? They're all smaller men. Go back to the Gavazic fight. Even though he's putting it on Gavazic, couldn't get Gavazic out of there. Gavazic, older gentleman, right? Really, really good fighter in his time, coming off of a 3-4 year layoff, had a couple tune-ups, but he couldn't get Gavazic out of there. Gavazic's about 6'3". Boy, like, I weigh 200 pounds, right? So I'm thinking, like, now I will fight light heavyweight till you see a light heavyweight. I saw Gavazic and Beterbiev in the hallway. I'm like, ain't no fucking way, bro. Shit, right? So he couldn't get Gavazic out of here. Now, is it going to take time to get acclimated to the weight to get stronger? Yeah, of course. But this time, he's in there with a dude that's bigger than him. I don't think people realize
Morrell bigger than Bosnick.
Morrell's bigger than Benavidez. If you've ever seen both,
bigger than Bosnick.
Morrell is bigger than Benavidez. Not by much, but by enough. All right. Mm-hmm. So let's look at the skill sets, right?
Right.
Benavidez come forward, a lot of pressure, throws punches and bunches. Morrell fight on the inside, front foot, back foot, slick, sharp. Look at the Andre fight. Look at Caleb Plant. All the success they was having in the first 6 rounds until Benavidez overwhelmed them. Now think about taking those same shots that he was getting hit with from a man that's bigger than you.
I mean, listen. For me, this is just for me. The Bosnick win, I looked at Bosnick and I was thinking, like, Bosnick is bigger than Benavidez, but everybody at light heavyweight ain't that big. Bosnick is like an overgrown 75, bro. And like from what I seen, because Bivol is bigger than Beterbiev. Benavidez is bigger than Bivol. You feel me? So I just don't, you know, everybody at that weight class ain't that much bigger than Benavidez, but this the thing. Here's the thing, bro. Morrell, I just see Morrell. If Morrell don't get that early success, and he get out there and he got to struggle a little bit with David Benavidez, bro, I feel like Morrell gonna get frustrated. He gonna stop listening to his corner. You feel me? He's not gonna utilize his jab like he's supposed to, unless. Because one thing I know about Ronnie Shields, he gonna put together a game plan. All you gotta do is execute it. If he can't execute, if he don't listen to Ronnie in that corner, he gonna be doomed. He gonna be doomed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the speed, David might be like a half a mile to a mile faster than Morrell. But Morrell is almost just as fast. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of similar in speed. David Morrell is
similar in hand speed, right?
Say it one more time, my bad.
Similar in hand speed, foot speed, light year difference, right?
Right.
So I feel like Benavidez might be faster with combinations, but with one shot reaction time, I think Morrell's faster.
Morrell, I can dig it. Hey man, do you think Benavidez is gonna be able to stop Morrell?
Can he? Yeah.
No, stalk him, not stop him. Stalk him.
Stalk him. See, everybody's looking at it just one way. Oh man, Morrell he ain't done this, he ain't done that. Benavidez fights one way.
Right.
One way. I'm gonna come forward. I'm gonna throw punches and bunches. I'm gonna pressure you. I'm gonna wear you the fuck out. Every David Benavidez fight is the same. The reason why this is such a great matchup is Morrell can beat you a multitude of ways. You've seen it. And a lot of people aren't really familiar with his fights. Like one dude was like, yeah, why don't you bring up Morrell's last fight? You got a unanimous decision. Every fight isn't going to be a whitewashing. See, they expect every time out, you just destroy a dude. Hot Rod is a solid light heavyweight, and Morrell's coming off a layoff, and he beat him decisively. I don't know what y'all saw, but I had it 8 rounds to 4, right? When you put a David Morrell against a David Benavidez, a guy with an extensive amateur background who can fight a multitude of ways, and one guy that fights one, this could end up looking like Spence versus Crawford.
Oh man!
I'm not talking about the beating. I'm just saying, going into it, we knew Spence could only win one way.
Okay.
Just one. Pressure, body work, break Crawford down. But when we thought about Crawford, we thought about a multitude of things that Crawford could do.
Right.
Morrell could do a multitude of things. Now, will they work? We don't know. I mean, simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication, right?
Absolutely.
What Benavidez does is simple, but it works. That's what makes this a great fight, man. And win or lose, I still think both fighters are great, man.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why we have the fights, and that's why we watch them. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know. We can sit on here and we can even get into an argument about who will win, but we don't know. We don't know if Benavidez is gonna go out there and freeze up, if Morrell gonna go out there and freeze up or we don't know. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, this is a healthy conversation. This is what I believe. I believe all it takes is for Benavidez to frustrate Morrell just a little bit. And when he start frustrating him, bro, and he start picking up a rhythm on Morrell, bro, he might, them punches gonna start flying on Morrell, bro. And especially if Benavidez really utilize that jab, bro, like really come out and really establish a solid jab against Morrell, bro, it's gonna be trouble, bro. Because Morrell don't jab enough. You know what I'm saying? Not just speaking on his last fight, but it's something that he been needing to work on, bro. Cutting off the ring. Now, when it comes to cutting off the ring, Benavidez don't do too much moving. So that might not be super important in this fight. You know what I'm saying? But I just, man, bro, I got Benavidez in this fight, bro.
You said cutting off the ring, and that you brought up a good point. But when do
Right.
Cuban fighters ever have to cut off the ring? They're normally the
No,
guys moving.
I know what you said earlier about let's look at his last. I'm saying, we keep bringing up his last fight, but that was a problem that he had in that fight.
No, what I'm saying is you're making a good point, because when do people really ever move on Cuban fighters? Normally, Cuban fighters are the ones who move. So
right, exactly.
I see him having an issue with cutting the ring off, because it's probably something that he never really gets a chance to do in a fight.
Right. And then when it comes to Morrell, he don't really have the Cuban style. He got that Cuban teaching with he got a lot of American swag in him.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Gamboa effect. Gamboa never really fought like a Cuban to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like they be wanting to style on you a little bit. That's not really the Cuban forte. You know what I'm saying? When I think of the Cuban style, I'm thinking like Rigondeaux. I'm thinking like Arizona Law used to utilize that ring, but he was real simple at the same time. You know what I'm saying? He was real simple at the same time. The King Kongs and it's a Cuban style. Then you got that Cuban style that be mixing with that American style, which is like a I can't even say, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Gamboa never really looked like a Cuban fighter to me, bro. He just,
like a Cuban fighter.
You feel me? So, man, I don't know, bro. This gonna be interesting, bro. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This gonna be a good ass fight, bro. This is a good one.
Here we go. Big Butch.
Oh, Tim Boski, he going with Morrell. I already know which way he going.
You know, Butch about to bring up the Riyadh season card. Watch it.
Yes, Mr. YSM. Bang.
What's up, baby?
What do we have here? What did we stumble across?
We got a great fight.
Hey, man.
Yeah, look at YSM's eyes, the way they look at his eyeballs, the way they lighten up. Look at his pupils. Look at bang. Me and YSM, we got David Morrell cooking, roasting, grilling, frying, steaming. David Benavidez.
Bro, y'all finally got something y'all can agree on, bro.
We don't agree on shit,
man. Ain't this something, man?
Ain't it something? What do you know? This is what we've been waiting for. No more marination. America needs this fight for their super middleweight division. No, sorry, the light heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying to you? The light heavyweight division is popping now. You got the undisputed bout happening this weekend. You got David Morrell, Benavidez fighting each other. Anthony Yard is fighting the week after Beterbiev and Bivol. You know what I'm saying? You got multiple other guys. Buatsi just fought. You got Callum Smith in there. You got multiple guys. The young guys, Najee Lopez, Khalil Cole, Oteef Overton. You got all those monsters in there. Ben Whitaker's fighting. You know what I'm saying? The light heavyweight division is back, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's back.
Oh, shit.
And it's back in
a
He's back with flames.
Who y'all fighting? I thought y'all was going through them paperwork problems.
Which paperwork problems is that?
No, I thought Anthony Yard was going through like they weren't trying to pay him some money or some shit. Like what?
No, that's with Queensberry. That's with Frank Warren. I think he's out of that contract now. I think he's out of that.
Okay.
He signed with someone else. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not too sure. I'll try and find out the extra details and credentials into what's happening there. But he is fighting though. He's fighting. You know what I'm saying? At the copper box. You know what I'm saying? Go grab the tickets. You know what I'm saying? Go buckle your seatbelts. You know what I'm saying?
Where's the copper box at? Is that in London?
Yeah, of course that's London, East London. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I can dig it.
First, I want to say this. I want to give props to fucking David Benavidez, yo.
Yeah.
You got these dudes that literally will wait on Canelo Alvarez, right? They won't take any tough fights. They'll just wait on that fight and wait. Caleb Plant. Demetrius Andre, who nobody wanted to fight. Then fucking Alexander Gavazic. And now David Morrell Jr. Like, dude, David Benavidez is the epitome of what you want a fighter to do.
Absolutely.
Tough fight. Like, salute to him, man, for taking on the challenge. He didn't hit us with the bang. Oh, well, you know, he only draws 6,000 in Minnesota, and he didn't hit none of that. Respect him, man.
Absolutely. And let's not forget, Vosnick killed Superman. He didn't kill him, but he damn sure ended him. You know what I'm saying? So that was a hell of a fight for Benavidez to take originally. You know what I mean? Like the Boo fight, like you said, the Vosnick fight, bro. Them was all them was all fights that we have to salute David Benavidez for taking, bro. He ain't trying to get nothing light, bro. He ain't had nothing light in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Salute.
All right, we got Johnny Ortiz on here. Yo, and they announced Boyachuk versus Madrimov. And that's for everybody that I was trying to tell them that Boots tried to get fights with them, but they were occupied.
Oh, they got Boyachuk versus Madrimov. That's already lined up.
And he attempted to get a fight, a big fight at 54. He was looking for a big fight. Madrimov and Boyachuk was tied up. Charles Conwell wanted more money, and now you got Karen Chikazin. But that's still a good fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dudes that Crawford fans were like, oh no, why don't you fight this guy? Why don't you fight that guy? You tried.
Yeah. I know for Sisho they tried to do that Madrimov fight, but I didn't know he was lined up to fight Boyachuk. And I did hear about Conwell, you know, wanting more money for Boots, but it was gonna be like his highest payday, and there's no belt on the line.
I know that. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, man. You can't get
it kind of fucked my head up. It kind of fucked my head up because I'm thinking like, and I know, bro, I'm a fan of Charles Conwell, bro. I fucks with Conwell, bro, but that didn't really make sense to me. You want more money to fight a 147 pounder, bro? Like that's for no belt, and you not a household name yet. It's not too many people that know who Conwell is outside of the boxing, like the diehard fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't understand that one. You know what I'm saying? I wish he could have got this fight.
Here's how when it came to the Charles Conwell situation, here's how I put it, because it's not really him and his team. That really it's a associate, the guy Rick Glacier. I just got tired of that narrative of Boots always be lowballing people.
Johnny, just wait. I'm gonna let you cook for 1 second. The reason why you can't get mad at Charles Conwell is because he's such a hard fight. Boots is such a hard fight, and you want a certain amount for Boots because he knows what he's getting in there with.
Right.
The thing is, right now, because it's a non-title bout and because Charles Conwell isn't a star, Eddie can't give him that. Now, we saw the sparring. Johnny, I'm gonna let you go first. You saw Charles Conwell and Boots spar. Go.
You gonna put me on the spot? I wasn't even gonna talk about these sparring.
I'm just saying you for dudes being like low. I just want to give the overall content. You ain't got to go detailed, but
no, you can tell they know it would have been a tough time and stuff like that. But no, this is my situation, right? Brian Norman, you know, they already was running their mouth. Brian Norman Sr. Now, Rick Glacier tried to put out the narrative. He didn't even say out a number or anything. He tried to put out a narrative. Oh yeah, to make it seem like Boots always low balls. He always low balls, which is not true at all. I was like, Charles Conwell, you never even made $100K. They offered $300K for a non-championship fight. Understandable. Now y'all could have went and said, yeah, we want more, would have been respectable. Y'all didn't even go into negotiation. It was just like low ball, keep it moving. It's not even Charles Conwell, because Charles Conwell and his dad, real cool people. It's Rick Glacier that put out the bullshit just to stamp a name on Boots, saying Boots is lowballing people. When obviously he's giving people their highest, biggest paydays, but they're not taking it.
The reason why I highlighted the sparring is because they know each other, right? They've been in the ring, they felt each other's power, so you know it's a difficult fight. So in Charles Conwell's mind, okay, or his team's mind, I want this for that fight. I've been in there, so I know it. Even though he's 47, this ain't no cakewalk. Like, this is probably gonna be my toughest fight. So I want X. Brian Norman Jr., I want X. You've been in there. It's a difference when you ain't never been in there. It's where you look and you see the holes. You know, in real life, in my Mikey Garcia voice, I think I see something.
No.
It's
funny because I approached
ain't what you gonna get.
But I put Rick Glacier on the spot for it because Brian Norman, in his feelings, he came out with it. Yeah, they only offered $300K. I was like, hold up, how's that low ball when the dude barely seen over $50K in a fight? And now it's like I told Rick Glacier, how's that? Oh, that's a $600K fight. Or we possibly get Virgil Ortiz for more. Say that. If y'all would have bounced back and said $600K, cool. But say that. Don't try to come out and make it seem like, yeah, Bruce out here lowballing people. You didn't put out numbers because you wanted to run a whole narrative and put an image out that he's always lowballing people. That's cat. That's what I didn't like.
So would you say that they outpricing themselves?
They all outpricing themselves.
Okay, understood.
Brian Norman Sr. It's funny. Me and YSM, we talked when it first came on, when the first situation first occurred. Me and YSM, we talked about it. I was like, yo, all he gonna do is the other two are gonna duck low key. That's Stanionis and Barrios. They're gonna duck it, but they're gonna be more hush. Brian Norman Sr., we know them. He was gonna come out with his emotions and just talk his way into showing y'all how he outpriced himself. And he did his job. He went from $750K to $1.7 million. You did your job. Now he come back, oh yeah, I want 2.2, 2.3. But they don't understand for non-pay-per-view fights, the venue is what it is. Boots lowered his to try to match it up. So it was damn near going to be like a 55-45 purse fight. He had to take $1 million out his end.
Right.
So they running with this narrative was like, oh yeah, he lowballing. No. And then you're gonna go and fight for maybe $250K. Even though you need extra for hospital bills. No, I agree that they looking for retirement checks. Oh, if I fight Boots, I'm about Kerry got more balls than all these dudes with.
Fought him twice. You fighting them twice.
My whole point is they trying to put out this fake narrative of, yeah, he's lowballing. Oh yeah, Eddie Hearn, this and that. No, they ain't. Y'all outprice yourselves. Don't blame taxes. Don't blame your own contract.
I don't consider Charles outpricing themselves simply because
it's not Charles. It's Brian.
Huh?
It's not Charles. It was Brian Norman.
Yeah,
Charles didn't even.
We talked about
rejected it. Cool. That's it. He didn't even go with it like, oh yeah, I want to.
Yeah, for me, if I'm Charles, I'll wait. Like, I know you're gonna be up at 54. I know you're gonna get a title at 54. Right? I know you're a bad motherfucker. I've been in the ring with you. I'll wait. Let me get at you when I can get at minimum $1 million out of it. Yeah. So I'm not mad at Charles for turning down that money.
Which is facts. That's why I said.
Yeah.
That's why I said it's not Charles and his dad. It's Rick Glacier. We try to put that bullshit narrative. Charles's dad is respectable. We on a hunt for Virgil Ortiz, and we feel like we can get a little bit more money on Virgil Ortiz, or we feel like we can get a title or a title shot against Virgil Ortiz. We wait around for Boots. That's respectable.
If you take out Virgil Ortiz,
but don't put that narrative of they lowballing.
Yeah.
Oh, and best believe, I got Charles getting Virgil. After watching the Boychuk fight, I got Charles getting Virgil. Yeah.
I kind of got. I'm seeing that too. I'm seeing that, and I vote for Virgil Ortiz, bro. But I kind of got come well over him too, bro. That boy body work is nasty, bro. His body work nasty, bro.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. This is a bit of an interesting one. Virgil Ortiz, Charles Conwell. You got two explosive power punches. Charles Conwell, like I like to analyze certain things. He's a better athlete. I would say he could be a bit more. He is more explosive, but Virgil's got the better fundamentals, better solid. When I say more fundamentals, better jab, can control distance a bit better than Charles Conwell, in my opinion. Charles Conwell likes to rush in on some of his work. He likes to smother some of his work, and he hasn't been in there with a level of competition that Virgil's been in there with. Even though Virgil's been in there with just one Bohachuk, 154 real 154 pounder, but we're yet to see Charles Conwell step up to the plate against someone of that level. You know what I'm saying? That magnitude. So we don't even know if Charles Conwell can take a real punch from someone like Bohachuk, Virgil, Jesus Ramos. I would like to see Charles Conwell in there with one of those guys, a Mendoza at least, or at least a former world champion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a good fight. You know what I'm saying to you? So I don't know. There's still a couple wrinkles in his game. I like him to work on, you know, his foot feints. I like to work on his lateral movement because he does move very well side to side, but he doesn't really set anything up behind it. You know what I'm saying to you? So I like to see him in there with someone on the same ratio as him at least, because we're tired of seeing the Chiari Grays, the Nathaniel Gallimores, all those guys. Those guys are finished now. We want to see you in there with the top 10, top 5 guys.
All right, salute to my man Underground Boxing. He's hot in the building. Man, what up?
I'm late. I'm sorry. I just got it. My bad. What's the deal, y'all? Yo.
Yeah, my apologies as well, YSM, man.
What's wrong?
No, my apologies, man. I saw whatnot late. You get me? So, and I probably wanted to speak to you about the Dave Morrell and Benavidez fight. That's a very great, interesting 50-50 fight between two young, hungry monsters.
Let's get back on subject. Benavidez, Morrell Jr., both. How old is Benavidez? 27?
Yeah, 27.
Morrell is what, 26?
I think, yeah, he's 26 now.
Fucking phenomenal fight. Everybody get a take. We'll start with Butch. Let me know who wins and why.
Well, I have David Morrell. Like I said prior, I haven't beaten Benavidez. I wouldn't say right now. I'm still trying to in between a stoppage or a unanimous decision due to the fact of his footwork. He's more agile. He's got a great amateur pedigree. He's going to cause fits and all types of problems for someone like David Benavidez, who doesn't really move well. He's very stagnant. He doesn't really box to back foot well. He can't really move well side to side. He's a big lumberjack, but I don't really think he's a lumberjack at 175 against someone that's the same size as him, if not bigger, longer, more athletic, more explosive, in my opinion. He doesn't have the faster hands, but maybe that he has the faster IQ. He might be 2 steps ahead of someone like David Benavidez when it comes to knowing range, controlling range, understanding pivots. You know what I'm saying? He's going to make it difficult for someone like you could see possibly him getting outboxed for the first 6 to 7 rounds with someone like David Benavidez. But like I said, David Benavidez has got good tools also. He's got a long sledgehammer jab. You know what I'm saying? His accumulation of punches is a problem. He doesn't get tired. He puts immense pressure. He is a fireman. He doesn't mind getting in the kitchen when he has to. So it's going to be an interesting bout. I would like to see how Dave Morrell does well on the inside with someone like David Benavidez, how that bodywork is going to look in there with someone like him. It's funny. I want to see how he approaches this fight. I want to see how his demeanor is going to be in this fight. He's going to have to put in some training camp that he's going to have to do something he's never did before. Taking on this is going to be his toughest fight for both guys, I believe. So I have David Morrell winning, possibly by a stoppage. I'm leaning towards the stoppage because he didn't look too great in his fight against Gosvic, who I don't believe you could say he's punching like Morrell. He's a bigger puncher because he's knocked out Adonis Stevenson, more credible guys. But I believe Morrell, someone that has that physical force, like I said, the frame is going to be a very, very difficult outlook for someone like David Benavidez. But yeah.
But I don't see Morrell being stronger than Vosnik though. And Vosnik didn't get David Benavidez out of there, bro. I think Benavidez is gonna overwhelm Morrell, and toward the later rounds, bro, Morrell might get stopped, bro. I kind of see it going the other way.
Here's the thing, man.
I'm with you on that one.
The sharper puncher. With Mr. Bosey always tells me, it's the punches that you don't see that get you. You can be stronger than somebody. I'm pretty sure Gavazzi is stronger than Morrell, but Morrell should be sharp, crisp. So if he catch Benavidez with something that he don't see coming, Ronald Gavril, I know y'all remember that, got knocked down with a jab because he was coming in off balance.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, his balance is going to be a big key in this also balance. You know what I'm saying? The foot. How can we say this? Who's got more intelligent footwork? As in, who's going to be able to set up the more cleaner and crisper shots? I.e., I think of Dave Morrell. You know what I'm saying to you? He's got different type of arsenal. He's got a different type of arsenal in his package. You know what I'm saying to you? He's very unconventional with some of the things that he does. Like Dave Benavidez, he's very unconventional with his hand speed as well. But I believe that Dave Morrell is going to maybe walk him into something, set up some trap counters. You know what I'm saying to you? Use different type of probellum steps. Something along them lines.
All right, so I'm going to get to this comment. This is what I don't agree. 50-50 my ass, David Benavidez' resume smokes Morrell, more experience.
We was just talking about resumes.
I appreciate you stopping by and giving your take. I'm going to tell you why I don't agree with you. Resumes do not win fights. Styles win fights. Perfect example. Sonny Liston, Cassius Clay. Mike Tyson, Larry Holmes. Resumes can't
Errol
save
Spence,
your
Terrence
adjustment,
Crawford,
skill set, conditioning, heart, chin. That's what gets you over. So I'm gonna disagree in that point. Y'all go ahead, y'all cook.
David Morrell wins.
Hey, talk about it.
I got Benavidez. I got Benavidez in that rumble too.
I just like joined in. What's going on, panel? What's up, YSM? I'm saying about to shake it in. Thing about it with me is that David Benavidez has like a certain style with him, and I don't like his movement when it comes to like moving in and out side to side. And he's a volume puncher. I give him that. He's a volume puncher, but and you talk about the thing with the resume, right? A lot of fighters that he's went up against, like I really don't like buy behind a lot of them having like much power behind their punches. Skill is one thing, because you had Caleb Plant, and you had Demetrius Andrade. They had the skill, but they didn't necessarily have the power behind them. And we've seen in Benavidez fight against Andrade. Andrade had the skill, but he didn't have the power. And then by the time he was, at round 6, he was pretty much gassed out. Osvari won't have those problems. Osvari's around the same size, same height, better movement. And I say he'll be, he'll have more behind his punches than David Benavidez. So I got David Morrell Jr. for the win.
I mean, hey man, it's really nothing to argue about, to be honest with you, because because we looking at two prime. This is a prime for prime right now. So it's really, like I say, man, that's why we have the fights. That's why we watch the fights, bro. And thank goodness we getting the fights, bro, because man, bro, I mean, everything you said about Morrell is true. Everything you said about Morrell is true. When we talk about David Benavidez, the things that could win Benavidez the fight, that's also true. You know what I'm saying? So this, man, it's just one for the masses right here, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But I got Benavidez winning, bro. I think, like I say, I think Benavidez's pressure will be a problem for Morrell. I really do. I really do.
I'm with you, brother.
Yeah,
I'm with you. I got David Benavidez too.
Yeah, but because
Benavidez throw a lot of punches too, man.
Real quick though, hey man, them Braves frustrated me this season, man. I know they had them injuries, but come on, man, they frustrated me this season though.
You said the Birds?
Hey, that nigga don't even watch that shit.
The Braves. he just wear the hat to wear it.
I said the Braves.
I'm from the ends. I'm from the ends. I'm not from America, dog. I'm not from America. I'm from the ends, bro. I'm from South London, bro. Like YSM says. We posted up in the ends. We posted in the ends.
I ain't even make it that way, man. I ain't even make it around that way.
Bang and Billy is going to post up in the ends, man. Dickies and hoodies on, man.
Oh no! Next time I'm out there, I got to make it over by Brixton area or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even make it down that way when I was there. Damn.
I said Brixton. Why does everyone know about Brixton? You need to come to Peckham, fam. But listen, like I said. Listen, Bang. And my man in the dreadlocks, what's your name, sir?
Underground from Underground Boxing News.
Okay, Underground Boxing News, man. I appreciate your take there. I appreciate Brank's take also. But listen, man, when have you seen someone that Dave Morrell's size, the skill, like let's talk about the skill set of both fighters. The skill set. We already know the hand speed department. Dave Benavidez wins in that area. Punch placement, I believe, is David Morrell. Punch placement wise, he's putting guys in comas and stuff. I don't remember Dave Benavidez putting anyone in a coma, if I'm not mistaken. But like I said, that doesn't really matter here or there. But it's just the fact that we know that the man's got sledgehammer. He has a sledgehammer, and who's the last southpaw Mr. Dave Benavidez has seen?
Boo.
No. Okay, that's fine, but he doesn't present. I'm talking about a real 168-pounder. He doesn't present the same attributes as Dave Morrell. Boo Boo's not 6'3" with a 78, almost 80-inch reach, with the footwork and the intelligence of a Dave Morrell, in my opinion. Boo Boo was not durable.
Hey,
he was
yo.
not durable at all.
I'm gonna step off for 5 seconds to get these other people on here. Y'all cook. I'll be in the background.
All right.
I appreciate you, Millie. Appreciate you, Millie.
You think Morrell? You think he's going to stop Benavidez?
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Nah, you're not stopping him, Butch. That's a tough fight, man.
Nah, oh man, I gotta wait till Lily get back on here because I wanted to see if he could bring up something about this fight, because it might be another factor into this that really got thrown off about. So if that happens, I'm definitely leaning towards Morrell on this one, man.
I've seen Morrell in the gym, and Morrell got crazy athleticism. Now, I would give him the athleticism department for sure. You know what I mean? Like you said, and seeing both of them, like they about similar in stature. Like Morrell just, you know what I mean? Morrell definitely seems to have longer arms. You get what I'm saying? It's tough to say though. Like you said, Butch, about when was his last southpaw? I do think the Andre fight will help him in this situation, and I think him fighting three guys in a row that can move or that have at least good footwork or decent footwork. You went from Plant to Andre, now to Vosdick, now to Morrell, having 4 straight camps, being able to work with guys, work with a game plan with guys that could possibly move. You have to be in that. You have to get adjusted and have to get used to fighting guys that have good footwork and good athleticism, Tim. So I do think that this fight happening right now is good timing for David Benavidez. I think he's seen some looks. I think he's seen more looks that can get him prepared for this fight. But like you said, Tim, I don't see Morrell stopping Benavidez like that. Like you say, easy.
No, easy.
If David Benavidez beat Morrell, do you think he deserved that shot with Canelo, or y'all think he deserved a shot with Canelo now?
That should be sealed. Benavidez moved up to 175 because he could not get the fight with Canelo Alvarez. That should be sealed. So whoever wins this fight is going to get the winner of Beterbiev Bivol at 175.
That's the fight now. Now that's what they deserve. You know what I mean?
Not the fight with Beterbiev. Just the shot at the belts, because if Beterbiev does win, which I believe he will do so in convincing fashion, he'll move up to cruiserweight, in my opinion, and try and challenge someone there for the belt. In my opinion,
Jai Opataya, that'll be the fight.
Yes. And if Bivol wins, then Bivol might be able to. He could stay there and challenge Benavidez or challenge the winner of Morrell or go back for a Canelo rematch. It depends.
Canelo is waiting to see if Bivol's going to win, because if he does, then he's going to try to go after that undisputed title at 175.
No, he's not beating him at 175.
But what he's saying is he's going to try. But Benavidez and Morrell is not. I don't know, man. Like you said, but it's a tough ass fight. You know what I mean?
This is the facts that we want. That 50-50 fact. This is what I'm talking about, man. Morrell, Benavidez, this is what we're waiting for. The same size, the same age range. They're both punching. They're both big motherfuckers. They've both been calling each other out. This is what I'm talking about. We don't want no more marination. We want this now. This is what we're talking about right now. Great fights. We can even get a rematch or a trilogy. This is what we want. Cuba against America and Mexico. It's as simple as that. This is what we want. Big
Like my man Greenville and Mike says. He says Benavidez is ready for this fight physically, mentally. Morrell might not be ready mentally. I don't know.
Yes, he is.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll give you that right now.
I believe in Morrell. I believe in Morrell too.
Hey, listen. I just got off of the conversation there with Morrell's trainer, Coach Ronnie Field. He definitely has him ready for this.
Well, who you talking about? What's your name, champ?
The boxing source.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So you do that show with Joe Herron?
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
My man down there with the chain on, man. Salute, sir, man. What's your takes on this, man?
Hey, what's going on, Tim Boski? Bang! What's happening? This Eric Harris, man. This Eric Harris.
My guy. That's my guy
I want you to be able to put a face. I want you to be able to put a face to the name. Tim Boski. Peace to the panel. I mean, for me, it's kind of simple, man. I like Benavidez. I think the overall experience, the overall pro experience, for me, Benavidez is going to be easy. I actually think that David Morrell is going to get a little bit too anxious, and he's going to make mistakes. Because I listen to a lot of these fighters in interviews and certain interviews. Like, I listen to a lot of what goes on in Tank's corner, and I've caught people interviewing or talking to Tank right after he leaves a fight. If you listen to Tank is very, very intelligent in the ring. And that's what I listen for. I try to listen for when the fighters are talking about different things that went on in the fight. To me, David Benavidez's intelligence in the ring and about what's going on in the ring is not spoken about enough. People talk about his toughness, coming forward, throwing a lot of punches. You know what I'm saying? Any fighter that's in shape and is courageous and is willing to fight can do that. You have to be able to think in there to know what to do with the tools that you got in your toolbox. And not that I don't think David Morrell is talented. I think he's very talented, athletic, skilled, and all of that. But I think he's not ready. I want to see the fight, though, because I think that guys should fight when they're young like this. He's 26. David's 27. It's perfect timing. And what I don't like about what's happening in boxing now, too, is when guys take losses, especially when they're young, they can't fight again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with that? Like, if they lose, they top tier. They can't fight again. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to see it. I don't know if y'all touched on Bivol because I came in a little bit late. But I like Bivol over Beterbiev. Beterbiev is older now. I just watched the fight again that he had with Yard. But I actually thought Yard could beat him. I actually thought Yard, and I still think Yard could beat him, and I thought he should have beat him, and I thought he should have beat Kovalev. But the one thing that I think Tunde overlooks, or he don't say, and Tunde's my man. Yard needs to loosen up, and he needs to get rid of some of that muscle mass because he's too tight, and he needs to build up his endurance. Absolutely. His endurance needs to get built up a little more. But I think if he worked on those two things, I think he'd be a he'd be a threat. I mean, he's already a threat at light heavyweight.
Yeah.
But
I
think
he's
you're
right.
With a lot better fighter.
He's too compact. He's too compact with his punches.
Can I ask you a question, sir? Can I ask you a question, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Me? Yeah, sir. What's your name, sir? I didn't give you
Eric Harris.
Salute, Mr. Harris. Salute, Mr. Harris, man. Salute, Mr. Harris. Yeah, man. I love your takes there. I love you. I love the way you broke down that shit right there. You know what I'm saying to you? But you get me and you are gonna butt heads like billy goats because obviously you have David Benavidez and you got and you have Bivol winning. I have Beterbiev and I have Morrell winning. You know what I'm saying to you? But it's funny. Yeah, that's funny. It's funny. That's what I said. Great minds bang. You know what I'm saying? Boxing underground. Billy, my man down here in the right hand corner. What's your name, sir?
Boxing Source.
Okay, Boxing Source. You get what I'm saying to you? Great minds think alike. We all have others' opinions. We might agree to disagree. We're all here not to agree with each other. You know what I'm saying to you? I love the way this is flowing. This is real boxing. You know what I'm saying to you?
All right, Tim, but get to it, dog.
No, of course I'm gonna get to it. Of course, but I'm
just all the pleasantries, man.
He wants to land the plane.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna land the plane. I know a nigga's plane. I'm gonna land the plane. I just find it interesting that you have those two guys. You got Bivol and Benavidez, because I wanted to find out why are you leaning towards Beterbiev's age? Obviously, he's left everyone in rubbles at the end of every fight, and I believe that he's cut from a different type of cloth. You know what I'm saying to you? He doesn't party, he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he's just a religious man. I want belt, I want belt, I need belt. That's what he's on. You understand what I'm saying to you? So
I'm with you. What old is he? 38, 39?
He's
39.
39. He been wiping everything.
But this is my quick breakdown on that. The reason why I say that is, like, I just got finished watching the Yard Beterbiev fight, and one thing I noticed, and one of the commentators mentioned it, I don't know if it was Tim Bradley or the other dude, but you know, in some of the fights, and he got knocked down, I believe, by Callum Smith, and some of the fights,
Callum Johnson,
when Beterbiev trying to get to you, he can get caught with a shot. Because he's been down twice. I know Callum Smith put him down and somebody else put him down.
Callum Johnson.
Hold on, let me finish. He's older, he's been injured, and Bivol is top tier. Bivol is a boxer. And if you think that his people is not studying and seeing that with Beterbiev, I think he's going to box Beterbiev, and he might stop him, but he going to catch him with some sharp shots. When he see that opening, he going to sit down on that shot. I'm telling you, watch. Because if Yard was able to catch him with shots, don't tell me Bivol ain't going to be able to catch him with shots.
But Yard has power behind those shots. Bivol really doesn't have that pop, and he really doesn't sit down on the shots like that. That's why, like, even in his last fight, where he got the stoppage, the person that was the most surprised at the stoppage happened was Dimitri Bivol. Like, come on. Like, he'll what he'll do is he'll up the activity of his punch output to, you know, try to eventually get, like, okay, like, he overwhelms his opponent. But as far as, like, seriously hurting someone like a Beterbiev, I don't see that. At least for me, I don't see that.
So do you think Beterbiev wins?
Yes, I have Beterbiev getting a stoppage, actually.
Yes. Hey, and you know what, OG? I wanted to say, you know, Yard is explosive and fat. I mean, and strong. You know, and Yard was the bigger man in there against Beterbiev.
Yeah.
Bivol not the biggest light heavyweight. You see, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where, and in this fight, Bivol not gonna have a reach advantage against Beterbiev. You know, Beterbiev been fighting dudes with longer arms his last 3, 4, 5 fights. If you look at it, you got to go from Callum Smith. He's 6'3", longer reach. You go back to Joe Smith, he got longer reach. You go back to Anthony Yard, he got a longer reach. Even up to Marcus Brown and Vosdick, everybody was taller and had a longer reach than Beterbiev. You know, this is the first time that he.
Who you like?
I'm leaning towards Beterbiev getting the stoppage late. I really do. I think Bivol gonna be up. I think he's gonna be winning. I think he's gonna be doing everything you say he's gonna do. But the reason why I think that Beterbiev might win is because he came up with Bivol. They came up in the same amateur system. They were on the same team. So he's seen Bivol practice his pendulum step. That's something that they got taught in the amateurs. So that's not going to throw Beterbiev off. If I fought that and sparred that 300 times in the gym before I even turned pro, I saw that. Now this American style that I've been fighting, or these guys from Europe that I'm fighting, are more what you call a foreign to me than a guy from my own country, a guy that was on my own national team. Now that's what I think. I think that Beterbiev had to adjust to different styles from around the world more so than somebody that he saw work on his craft, that he got coached from the same coaches as him, and they both had similar amateur pedigrees. So what makes Bivol so much better than Beterbiev, where people think that he just gonna outbox him like he's a Frankenstein? I don't think that's gonna happen.
Okay. Hey, Jaboski, let me say this too. Everything that you said about Beterbiev's lifestyle outside of the ring, that's the same thing for Bivol. The only thing we've been exposed to the situation Bivol going through with his wife, and I think all of us have been through stuff with women.
Hold on, OG. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Bang. I wanted to get in there. Say it, man.
No, I was just saying the only thing that we've been exposed to that could affect Bivol is what he's going through with his wife, unfortunately. But all of us go through stuff with women. You know what I'm saying? But as far as his behavior and, you know, what he does outside the ring, him and Beterbiev are the same.
So you don't think
ring with Bivol,
So you don't think that. Well, we won't know until they get in there. But I do believe that the way she's behaving and the way that this has been put out into multiple platforms, I do believe it's taking a mental toll on Bivol. Bivol looks like he's aged. It could. It most definitely has.
So like Kovalev, so it could be similar to Kovalev or something.
I'm telling you. This is a big monumental.
What's the brother's name down here in the corner?
Oh, Boxing Source?
No, not Source. The other
Underground, Boxing Underground.
Boxing Underground.
What's up, brother?
So did you hear something about Bivol outside of the ring? Because I never heard anything about him outside of the ring, like drinking or smoking or, you know what I'm saying, partying and all of that.
No, I never heard that.
It's the joint with his ex-wife, man. Had the whole, like, you know, the punching doesn't necessarily happen inside the ring. It happens outside the ring too.
That brother that's talking right now, him, what's his name?
That's Boxing Source.
Oh, that's Boxing Source. So what's your name, brother? In the middle.
Oh, me, I'm Billy.
Oh, you Billy. Oh, I'm calling you Source. I'm thinking, Source is the other bro. Okay, all right, my bad. I got it.
Yeah, I'm Billy.
Shit. All right. Okay, I know who you are. All right, I know who you are.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
For sure.
But you know what, Eric?
I've never heard anything about Bivol, you know what I'm saying, outside of the ring. Far as I know, he lived a Spartan life just like Beterbiev do. You know, I mean, besides the situation that happened with his wife, but I don't know, man. We'll see, man. I like Bivol though. I guess I kind of lean toward boxing. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I do. I kind of lean toward boxing.
They both cold as ice, though. They both ice cold. You see how they sit by. You see how they talk. They both cold as ice. Well, he's good fighter. I respect him. Who's my wife? I don't. Who's Kate? Who's Kate? I don't speak about Kate. That's how Bivol and them. They just on that same shit. They on that same shit, big bro. They just go. I don't think none of that's gonna affect them. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what I think.
Do you like this job? They asked him, do you like doing this part of your job? They said, no, I don't like. I don't want to do training camp, fight, and that's it. I don't want to do none of this. I want to fight.
This is sport belt. This is only job for me. It's not personal.
This all for me. This
is all for belt. I just shake. I shake because he shake.
And this is the type of mindsets we would like the
you
other
know
fighters.
What? And that's why I'm so happy. That's why I'm so happy about the Boots Bam situation. Because they two fighters that I like. I'm not necessarily, and I'm not mad at fighters that do all the antics and all of that, but I like guys that's about their business, going there and make it happen. You know what I mean? Right. All the stuff outside the ring that I like as far as entertainment and interacting is just what we doing right here. I watch boxing channels. You know, I listen to us talk, you know, argue, debate, and all of that. Like, that's where I get my entertainment from. With the fighters, I want you in the gym training so that way when you get in the ring, no excuses. You've been training, you've been focusing on your craft, and you get in here and give us a good performance. You know what I mean? All the other stuff, I don't really, like, for me, that ain't really, I mean, I'm not knocking it because I know some of us do like that. You know, we like all the antics. Like, I tell people all the time, right? And I lived in Baltimore for 13 years. Tank is not a talker, bro.
Sure
Tank ain't a talker. And that's why I don't like it when people talk about what fighters need to do as far as trying to build their profile. No, you need to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because Tank never jumped outside of himself. He say little slick stuff now and he tweet, but he's not a real big talker. He wasn't a real big talker.
Yeah, he never was.
Yeah, but when he get in that ring, he gonna spark your ass.
So that's
why, you know what I'm saying? Because I believe that most fighters that I've seen, besides the guys like Floyd and Ali and Roy Jones, some guys are just natural talkers. They just got that flair to talk and all of that. But
listen. Look, man. My thing is this. You know, listen. You know, I do my thing. You know, I cook these dudes, and you know what? I got out the game with all my faculties.
You on that Mayweather shit, man. Hey, you know what, OG though? I will say, I got a question for y'all though. On the results of this fight, what did this fight do? Like, where do y'all put the winner of Bivol Beterbiev pound for pound? And what does the winner of Morrell Benavidez do for their career? What does that fight do for their career? The winner.
Beterbiev, both fights. Beterbiev and Bivol, I've had them in the pound for pound top 10. You know, in and out. Well, with Beterbiev being out of the top 10 because of his inactivity.
Okay.
But the winner here, I'll probably put him around that 5 to 7 range.
Okay.
pound for pound, because
With you.
my top four pretty much almost you got the Usyk, you got Bud, you got what is it in a way, you know what I'm saying? So I pretty much have those guys as the top three, and then anyone after that is pretty much a mix.
Could I ask you why Bivol or Beterbiev couldn't get into the top three? Because if it was up to, in my opinion, if whoever gets the win out of these two guys does have the, I would say, more harder opponents, more credible resume, because they will become undisputed at the light heavyweight division, and their opponents are very, very credible. And especially Bivol, if he picks up this win, he's got wins over pound for pound Beterbiev and pound for pound Canelo Alvarez, and I believe that's better than Terence Crawford.
And he took Zerdo's oath.
And he took Zerdo's oath.
He took Zerdo's oath. Yeah.
You know
yeah, that's the thing. He had that. Yeah, he had the win over Canelo Alvarez and he beat Joe Smith. He beat Joe Smith Jr. first. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he beat him first, but he didn't beat it. Break something.
No, he went with 12. He went with 12 of them.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying though. Having two top 10 guys, basically, you get a win over two guys in the top 10 pound for pound, but you can't move up.
Let me say this about pound for pound.
Okay.
Because this how I learned what pound for pound meant, and that's why when people talk pound for pound, it's hard for me to give an opinion on it. When I was coming up, this is how I understood and taught pound for pound was. I'm gonna give a simple example. If I had a pound of platinum and a pound of gold, which one is more expensive? The platinum. You see what I'm saying? So if I got a pound of Roy Jones and a pound of Antonio Tarver, you see what I'm saying? Like, which one is more valuable? Which one is better pound for pound? Because pound for pound means if everybody was the same weight class and fought each other. Pound for pound always comes down to skill sets for me. And with the skill set thing, sometimes I think it's hard for us to, if you did it that way, it would be hard to kind of gauge it, because you don't know if a guy would have the same, this is how we think. I don't know if he would have the same ability if he was at that weight. Because if you're talking about, if let's say Deontay Wilder and Boots was the same weight, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't really no comparison. You really can't do it. So when people talk pound for pound, and then like now pound for pound includes your resume and who you fought and all this. Listen, bro. If I was a billionaire, and I'm from Philly, I live in Dallas now, but I'm from Philly. If I was a billionaire, every fight that Boots wanted, I would go pay his opponents whatever they wanted. That's basically building up your resume. And not saying that that's a bad thing, but somebody like Canelo being on a pound for pound list is because everybody that he wanted to fight, because he has the support of his Mexican people and they're going to come, he can pay his opponents. You see what I'm saying? Is that fair? It might be a guy just as talented as him, but because he can't bring the money, this dude never fought Benavidez. But because he can bring the money and he can pay the opponents at appropriate times. Because when certain people had the belts, he didn't want to fight them. Then when they got out of the division, other people got the belts, he was able to pay them. Like, it's hard for me with the pound for pound thing. I can't. I don't. It's hard for me.
Are you saying Canelo not in your pound for pound?
What I understand.
What's the criteria? Is Canelo in your pound for pound or not? Is Canelo in your top 5 pound for pound?
Nah.
Why?
He's not a fighter. Listen, he's not a fighter that I would pay to go see. Like, I just like when the tickets came out for Boots, I got my ticket already both times. Like, I got my ticket. If I can go, I got it. You know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. So you're saying Boots is a more exciting fighter than Canelo?
Huh?
You saying Boots is a more exciting fighter than Canelo?
Well, when you say exciting, that's relative. It just depends on the person.
You said you bought Boots tickets. You said you don't want to go to a Canelo fight. Why would you not want to go to a Canelo fight?
I'm talking about the style of fighting. I've never really been a big fan of Canelo. The only time I've really seen Canelo like do his thing is always against people that he probably was going to beat. Like when he fought Triple G, I knew them fights was going to be like that. He didn't separate himself. It's like when Floyd stepped in there with Gennaro Hernandez, or when Floyd stepped in there with Diego Corrales. who at the time I was still, you know, I was in and out of boxing, but I was in and out the street. But my brother was like, man, and my brother's the one that got me in the boxing. My older brother, he's like, man, I think Floyd gonna lose to Diego, and that's my favorite fight of all times. And I know that's a very extreme thing to say, but the way he broke Diego Corrales down, bro, I can never remember a fight where Canelo did somebody like that he wasn't supposed to. I'm telling you, I just can't. I think one of his best wins probably was, one of his best spectacular wins probably was Caleb Plant. Because even when he beat Daniel Jacobs, it just wasn't, when he beat Daniel Jacobs, when he beat Austin Trout, when he beat
Miguel Cotto.
Cotto, the other Cuban boy that just fought Lara. Like when he beat them, they wins. You gotta credit him. I'm not taking the credit away from him, but the way he beat them, it wasn't something where I'd be like, man, like it ain't like what
it wasn't like an absolutely dominant performance, basically.
Okay. So it wasn't like a Mayweather Gotti fight. It
wasn't like when Roy. It wasn't like when Roy did the. It wasn't like when Roy did the James Toney, and they was two elite fights.
It's not even like what Floyd did to Canelo.
I just, you know what I'm saying? And I respect all fighters, because anytime you get into the ring, man to man, ain't no weapons. You ain't got your homies with you. It's just you and that man across from each other. You gotta respect all fighters, unless they cheaters. Other than that, I salute. But when I'm going to go spend my money, like I'm going to go see a Boots or a Bam, even like a Keyshawn. Like it don't get nothing to do with me how popular somebody is.
Man,
I like fighting styles. I like to see guys that go down there and really put it in. It don't really not have nothing to do with popularity for me like that. You know what I'm saying? And to be quite honest with you, when guys are on the come up, like the Keyshawns and the Boots and the Bams, those tickets is cheaper, man. I ain't got no $10,000 to be sitting by. Goddamn, because I like to be ringside. I can afford a couple hundred, but I'm not paying no $10,000 just to be sitting ringside to watch whoever, because they popular. Like, nah, man. I want to see good fighters, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want to see good fighters, man. It don't have to be the popular guy. Like, I'm really am a boxing fan. Like, I be asking you, Timboski, about the young boy that fought on Bam Carr. He fought one of Tony Harrison fighters, the 154-pounder, Junaid Bostan. Like this young boy, 154 pounds. I think he need to get a little bit sharp. You know, in his defense, he looks like he get a little unfocused, but he's sharp though, man. Very athletic. He a good puncher. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a boxing fan. That's like this one might steal a show. Fabio Wardley and
Frazier Clark.
That might steal the show. I got Peacock.
Hey, but
I got Peacock because of them. I got Peacock because they show all the Sky Sports fights. I got Peacock for him and for Ben Whitaker. I'm a fight fan. I like fight. If Ben Whitaker came to America, I'm going to the fight.
Yo, you like Ben Whitaker over Jesse Hart?
Right?
You like Ben Whitaker? Hey, but Bang, what you about to say, bro? Because you've been trying to get up. You've been trying to say something.
Well, now I was finna go way back to the Beterbiev and Bivol fight, bro.
You finna go back to pound for pound. You was about to say something about pound for pound too,
about pound for pound. So from my understanding with pound for pound, you gotta be in multiple weight classes to be a pound for pound. That's true pound for pound conversation. Like, I remember when Ali said Joe Louis is the best heavyweight, but Sugar Ray Robinson is the best pound for pound fighter. Like heavyweights can't be pound for pound. I feel like a person that's in one division his whole career can't be pound for pound. I understand that if what they look at it, how they look at it is, can you take that style and go into other divisions and be just as successful? You know what I'm saying?
If y'all all were the same weight, who would be what style would prevail?
Right. So, but to speak on the Bivol and Beterbiev just real quick, because my phone kind of went out. I'm on my way to work. When they was talking about the Boo Boo fight, the thing about the Boo Boo fight, Boo Boo is a good warm up for David Morrell. Boo Boo was the smaller man, but he wasn't that small. He was still strong. He was still fast. He was still tricky, slippery. you know, good combinations, good angles, all that. Everything. The only thing that I think that separates Boo Boo from Morrell, bro, is maybe like Morrell fights taller. Boo Boo kind of he compacts himself. That's the only difference, bro. I think that Boo Boo fight was a good warm up fight for Benavidez to fight Morrell, bro. I really believe that, bro, because Boo Boo is a strong fighter. He got some size on him. He wasn't a natural 68 pounder. That's the only thing.
Who you like, Bang?
Out of what?
The Beterbiev, Bivol.
I got Bivol. This is why I got Bivol. Like I said at first, originally it was a 50-50 fight for me. As far as like, just as much as I can see Beterbiev knocking out Bivol, I can also see Bivol outboxing Beterbiev for 12 rounds. I can see that. You know what I'm saying?
And who you like in the Benavidez? Who you like in the Benavidez Morrell?
Hold on. Just real quick. I kind of switched gears on the Beterbiev and Bivol, and I'm leaning more towards like a 54 to like 46 type. You know what I'm saying? Toward Bivol, because I'm giving Bivol the edge because of Beterbiev's age, coming off of an injury, surgery, rehab for the surgery, and a whole training camp, and it's a leg injury. So will his legs hold up? Will he be able to get the miles in and keep his stamina up to go for 12 rounds fully with Bivol? That's what I'm thinking. And Bivol is on a roll right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got momentum behind him. Beterbiev kind of been gone for a little second. So I'm leaning more towards Bivol, but that's a great fucking fight, bro. But I slightly got Bivol, and I got Benavidez over Morrell because of the punches and bunches. He could overwhelm Morrell. Morrell could get frustrated out there and stop listening to his corner. Morrell need to establish a jab. Morrell need to be able to not get frustrated by the tricky jab and the swift jab that Benavidez has. You understand what I'm saying? That quick little.
That's my concern. That's my concern too.
And
I don't think we'll be able to get around that. I don't think we'll be able to get around that jab. And David Benavidez threw a lot of punches. Like, he got to hurt him. He going to hurt. He going to hurt. David Benavidez.
Morrell's such a good counter. Morrell is a good counter puncher, though. He got it.
That's number one. Yeah, he is a good counter puncher, and like I said, he'll have a lot of power behind those punches that he has. He'll be ready for the volume. Trust me. They've been preparing for that.
He'll be ready, but
he's not.
I could see Morrell winning and Benavidez. Like, I haven't made a pick yet on that fight. On that Morrell Benavidez, since it just came, the news just really kind of broke. It's tough, man. I got to analyze it more. But yeah, like you said, that counter punching, man. If he, but David has a sneaky jab and sneaky boxing skills. People think David is a Frankenstein, and I think Benavidez, and I think they're going to be.
Benavidez isn't necessarily that. Like he
Harris and Bang. I think they're going to be surprised by that. You know what I mean?
He showed a little bit of elements of like the mixture of offense and defense. Actually, his defense in the Gavasik fight. He showed elements of his defense in the Gavasik fight. So
that's a fact.
He showed some in the Morrell fight too.
And he showed that chin.
He showed some in the Andre fight too, because he also showed IQ, because he started looping some of his shots to get around Andre's guard. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like he hit him on the equilibrium. He showed great punch placement in some of those fights too. So I just think
he displayed good chin. He displayed a good chin too.
Hey man, you keep fighting world-class fighters back to back to back. You can't help but iron gonna sharpen iron. That's 3 world-class fighters back to back.
That was a good thing that Bang brought up, because after we get off here, I'm gonna go watch that fight again. I'm glad Bang brought that up with the Andre, because I even think about that. Like, I'm gonna go watch that again. I'm gonna go watch that.
I'm gonna hit that up too. Sure. But I'm about to bounce out, y'all. Man, it's a great conversation with y'all. We probably I'll see if I can get up my guy YSM, man, when he has his next conversation. But I'll catch y'all later.
All right, man. Be careful, bro.
Salute.
All right, for sure.
Hey, so look, I really believe that. Okay, this is the question I want to ask, because I got to get to work. So look, this is the question I want to ask. Do y'all think we getting that fight this year or at the top of next year?
No, it's the top. It's January.
It's in January? Okay. Because I seen on Benavidez Page, he said fight date coming soon.
No, it's January. It's January.
Okay. Cool.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, January.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
They got too many pay-per-views coming this year. Tank gonna be the last pay-per-view for PBC this year, December.
Okay. Hey man, Christmas is here, bro.
They getting their own event,
man.
Man, look, the top four. Look, my top four favorite light heavyweights fighting each other. You get what I'm saying? Benavidez, Morrell, Bivol and Beterbiev. They fight each other.
Man, bro, it sounds like a tournament.
It sounds like a mini tournament going on.
Sound like a tournament, bro. For real.
They top of the food chain for sure. They top of the food chain, like heavyweight.
For sure, bro.
Matter of fact, Tank and Roach gonna be in Houston, right?
Tank and Roach gonna be in Houston.
I know you coming. You in Dallas? I know you coming.
If I can afford one of them ringside tickets, I don't know what Tank tickets cost.
You in Dallas? You in Dallas?
Yeah,
he in Dallas.
Oh shit.
Who y'all like when I fight?
Yeah, you sound like you from Philly though. You sound like you from Philly, OG.
Philly.
No, I'm from Philly, but I live in Dallas now. I'm in my truck now. I'm a truck driver.
Okay, so you you like my parents. My parents my mom came down from Philly to Houston, man.
Oh, okay, I got about that snow, man. I got about that snow. They can have that snow, man.
Yeah, they can have that cold weather. That's my mom said too. They can have that weather. Hey, but
man, I'm telling you, listen, Boots brought me back home, man. Like I came back home. I met a white dude and his son from St. Louis, bro. They flew out from St. Louis to come see Boots.
Nah, Boots bad. Boots a bad dude. Nah, he a bad dude.
He got a certain charisma about him where he don't have to do a bunch of clown shit. He's that's the same way Tank is. Certain fighters got a charisma about them where all they got to do is fight and show up and beat them, and people gonna come see him. And I'm telling you, bro.
Tank got the fan base, bro.
Like we was there. We was there, bro.
I was there, but Tank, listen, E. Harris, hold up, bro. Tank, we're not going to do that. Tank and Jerron Boots Ennis is two different levels, bro. The fan base is on two different levels. Listen, Ryan and Tank fight. You know how much the nosebleeds was on that joint? The Ryan and Tank fight?
No, I'm not talking about
700. And that shit was sold out. The floor is 50,000.
No, listen, I'm not comparing that. I'm talking about the drawing power. Because Boots is not where Tank is at in his career. You know what I mean? And Tank had a hell of a boost because he was sitting next to the man when he first started flying around on jets and shit when he first started out. So he had a nice little boost, but you got to have your own charisma to be able to maintain that. So I'm not taking away nothing from Tank. And I'm only saying that to say that fighters who are liked, they just going to be liked. I never understood why people never liked the Charlos, because I love the Charlos.
I do too.
I never understood why people didn't like them, but for whatever reason, like they was twins, they had a hell of a story, especially Maul. And I was kind of disappointed to hear when he was going through with his family stuff, because I'm like, him and that girl been together since they was in high school.
Hey, real fast. Want to get this super chat. My man, Big Supreme, Bacoli versus Caballero. Who you got?
I have the Mr. Bacoli.
That's a good fight.
Who's Caballero, Mel?
I Jit Caballero. He just beat Frank Sanchez and he beat my boy what's his name? Mahmoudov back to back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's a heavyweight.
He beat the real big Russian dude that had the Twitch.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
He beat him and Frank Sanchez. I think I'm gonna go with
Bacoli.
I think I'm gonna go with Bacoli, man. What you think, Mil?
Yeah.
What you think, Mil?
I don't know, bro. Both of them dudes been on it. But Caballero, whoever you say he can't beat, he's sending them dudes to the gulag.
Hey,
is that fight?
And he got movement too, man. It's ordered. Yeah, it's ordered for the IBF.
Yo, I love boxing.
They changed it. Hey, this boxing shit about to go crazy. They giving everybody everything they want.
I got a question to underground boxing.
I can't hear you.
First headline event as the A side.
Was it the John back home who was in Baltimore? I think he fought
Nunez?
I think this is like 18, 17, some shit like that on the harbor. I can't remember the boy name he rumbled though. He stopped him though. Oh, my bad.
Oh no, hey, look, I gotta get to work, man. I just clocked in, bro. I'm finna get my coffee going. Hey, man, I'm gonna see y'all in the morning. We going live in the morning, man. Fighting Words with Bang, man. Y'all holler at me. Mill, Butch, Billiano, E. Harris, everybody on the panel, man. I love all y'all. We love the love, man. I gotta go.
Peace and
All right,
blessings.
guys.
All right, brother.
All right.
Love the love.
All right, so which one? Like, what was Tank's first headline event, yo? Anybody know?
Was it that? Was I right? Was it 2018, 2017, Baltimore?
It
Nah,
I
was
can't remember the boy name though, but I know he stopped him.
Jose Pedraza? No, because that wasn't a headliner. It was
Ricardo Nunez. That was 19 at the Royal Farms in Baltimore.
Yeah,
Baltimore. That's what I think it was.
Yeah,
Ricardo
that's what
Nunez.
I said.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
That's what I said. Nunez.
That was
2019.
Yeah,
Yeah,
July
I knew I
2019.
was on the son. I can't remember the name
But
though,
I
but
said,
yeah, it was in
Nunez
Baltimore.
though.
Yeah.
How many people is in that? Can you know how what's the capacity of that arena?
Hold on.
That shit was sold out though.
It was.
Royal Farms ain't that big.
What is it, like 12,000, 10,000?
Let me tell you, Royal Farms Arena.
And I was living in Baltimore then. I didn't go to that fight, but I was living there. Matter of fact, I was working that day. But it did sell out though. I don't know what the capacity is. It's 14,000.
I went to that joint. I stayed at that. I think I stayed at that Marriott right around the corner because I remember walking to the joint.
All right,
I walked to it.
Yeah.
It's 14,000.
14,000.
2019. So Tank's been headlining for 5 years. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So Tank's been headlining for 5 years. And I'm gonna give you some of the cards that Tank is fought on. This for underground. Floyd versus Conor McGregor.
Whoo.
Okay.
Okay, that's crazy. Go ahead.
We're gonna start that off. What else we got? Floyd versus Andre Berto.
He fought on that card too?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He was on the undercard of I know he was on that McGregor. That shit's crazy. That's how many buys did that shit do? Over 4 million, huh?
Yeah. So
Sheesh.
when you talk about like setting people up to succeed, he was placed.
Floyd got the game plan.
He was placed in certain positions to where as though it will open him up into a huge fan base. Like his thing was it was a perfect storm, and people want to always attribute it to Tank, right? Gervonta Davis fans always it's Tank. I'm gonna give you a timeline, right?
Okay.
So Floyd's the man at that time, right? But do you know who it was as important for Tank crossing over than Floyd? I'm gonna throw everybody off with this. Does anybody remember?
You said say it again?
AB?
No.
AB?
Floyd helped Tank cross over. Right?
Yeah.
100%.
But who was as important? Big Supreme. You can't like bro, fighting on a 4 million pay-per-view buy card and standing next to the face of boxing. Like people want to call Tank the face of boxing. People want to call Canelo the face of boxing. I disagree. To me, there isn't a face of boxing. Floyd Mayweather can't walk down the street in any neighborhood. Any neighborhood. Mike Tyson can't go anywhere without being mobbed. Muhammad Ali can't go anywhere without being mobbed. That's when you're the face of something. When you got guys that are very, very popular in their demographic. Canelo with Mexicans. If you put Canelo in Maine, they're not going to know who the fuck he is. They're not. If you put Tank in fucking backwoods Mississippi in a certain area, y'all know what I'm talking about. They're not going to know who Tank is. Certain dudes can't go anywhere. And right now, we don't have one of those yet. But who was as important?
AB.
Ari. You said no already.
Ari.
Oh, Ari Fletcher. Yeah,
Ari
that was
Fletcher.
big. That was big for the casuals.
That was crazy.
Who's Ari Fletcher?
Ari Fletcher was G Herbo's baby mom. She's now with Moneybag Yo. Ari Fletcher is so popular amongst black women. What girls knew who Tank was that never watched boxing a day in their life.
Oh, he used to mess with her?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't know that.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people see him on the Shade Room and shit. Like a lot of girls that told me around here that they knew of him was they like, oh yeah, I saw him on the Shade Room. That's Ari, man. But I don't know. Hey, Mill, you think that was that big of an influence?
Yo, for the dude Big Supreme say I'm saying anything. No, I have actual, like you can actually look at the timeline. Around that same time, Tank started headlining. First event ever headlining, right? I went to the media workout. You know who was there? Ari Fletcher, right? I ran a strip club for over 10 years. I know chicks that's never watched boxing before. They knew who the fuck he was. Why they know who he was? Ari Fletcher. In order to be a superstar in boxing, in order to be a superstar in anything, women have to know who you are. So it was a perfect culmination of everything. Floyd Mayweather, well, you're the next big thing. You, when people see you, you knocking everybody stupid. A girl that everybody knows.
Do you think the same thing happened with Devin a little bit with the Black China when he was fucking with her? You think that helped a little bit?
Too? Yeah, India Love.
I think that Devin Bill's a very intelligent
India Love,
man.
that's little Dirk shorty, ain't it?
They saw that.
Yeah, now.
And they tried to make that same play. Now, the difference between the two is Tank's sending people to the gulag. Dev's out of Dev is popular.
Right.
So,
but when people watch a Tank fight, all you see is this. Somebody on a milk cart. Y'all remember Leo? Y'all remember Leo? Leo was underneath. He was underneath. Yo, I don't want to make fun of Leo was gone, bro. Definitely. Can you imagine if you don't watch boxing and you see a dude do that with one shot? Yo, see, everybody in the comments like, oh, you're wrong, Mill, knockout sell. Is Deontay Wilder as big as Gervonta Davis?
Not at all.
Nah.
He get knocked out. He knocked out. His knockouts are more devastating than Tank. Well, watch it. It was a perfect culmination of all those things coming together, right? When you cross over into hip hop as a black athlete, you become a superstar. Boxing is a niche sport. For everybody arguing in the comments, y'all know I do this shit for a living, right? I'm not a dude that just talk. I'm not a dude that just talk in a crib. You know, you got a lot of YouTube channels that all you ever see them is, and they in their house and they talking boxing. Like, no, I'm literally out there. It was a perfect culmination of all these things that made him a superstar, man. And now, if everything goes right, if he gets certain fights, then Tank becomes the face. I think he's about a year or two away.
What fights is that you think he need? Oh, no.
Devin Shakur.
Devin Shakur. Which one do you think he's going to get?
Both of them.
Okay.
He need Dev to rebuild himself. One. He needs Shakur to look good.
He will not be the face of his situation. He will not be the face of boxing. I'm sorry.
He can be.
Yes.
He can be.
He could be. But It's the fact that I don't think he indulges with the fans on a positive level too tough. You get me? I don't think that he indulges with other countries, other nationalities too tough. You get me? Like I said, if you drop him in anywhere, like Canelo Alvarez, you can drop it. Like I said, he's going to Japan, he's going to these other places.
I don't agree with that.
Why is that?
If we're gonna keep it to being white, America really don't know who Canelo is. Canelo's a superstar in the Latino demographic. Every Latino knows who Canelo is, but once you go outside that, just like Tank, once you go outside blacks and Latinos for Tank, because Latinos love boxing. Once you go outside that, he's really like not as known as you would think. Anthony Joshua. Once you go outside the UK, no niggas is calling him Anthony Johnson.
No. They're calling him Anthony Joshua over there in that one's New York State or wherever it is. If he goes to Africa, he's a superstar. If he goes to Asia, he's a superstar. If he goes to Australia, anywhere else over the world, he's a superstar. It's as simple as that. Tank, yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. What are you talking about? How can you say that? I don't understand.
First off, you named Africa. Where's he from?
Where's he from?
Nigeria.
He's from Nigeria.
Exactly. That shit don't count. That don't count.
What do you mean that doesn't count?
You named Africa like it wasn't a place that he has roots at.
Yeah, he does though. Yeah,
exactly. So because he's big there, that doesn't move me. What I'm saying to you is Anthony Joshua is unknown in mainstream America. Therefore, you are not the face of boxing.
No, he's one of the faces. Because there's no way in hell that he there's no way in hell he do 800 pay-per-view
of boxing. Every human being knows who Mike Tyson is, bro. Mm-hmm. Literally.
Not really.
Everybody.
No. Every human being knows who Mike Tyson is.
Grandmoms know who Mike Tyson is.
Okay, the majority of people know who he is.
Grandmoms, grandpops.
Yeah, majority of people know who he is. Yeah.
And Neil, I'm rocking with you on that one because my pop, he in the box. Like, what's that guy name, man? The tall guy, heavyweight. And he in a box. Like, people don't know these guys, man. They really don't. But everybody do know Mike Tyson.
Let me say this though, because it's always interesting when you get boxing heads talking boxing. You know what I mean? Because I know for me personally, I got a personal thing with boxing. Like I be trying to defend it and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But I think, and I've heard people say this before, and I agree with it. In America, we have so many outlets for entertainment.
Yes.
And then we are hip hop in America. All from the 70s all the way up until now. You got that. You got the music aspect. Then we got the best basketball players, the best football players. We got baseball. We have so much entertainment here as opposed to in the early days, the main things, the main sports in America was baseball and boxing. And even particularly in the black community, we boxed and we played softball. But as time went on and the other sports began to really develop, right now I can go into Walmart and depending on where I'm at in the country, the college and the professional sports team is advertised in the Walmart, in the Target, in the local truck stop. Boxing is not organized like that wherever I go, I see my favorite fighters and they got shirts and they got their faces on mugs. So our competition to really build the sport is limited because boxing is filled with lawyers, hustlers, players, schemers, scammers. But I'm going to tell you, for the sake of the fighters, I like to leave it like that. I don't want it to be like UFC because the fighters wouldn't get paid.
Because there's a disconnect, right? People don't really understand what I'm saying is going over their heads. I'm not talking about boxing fans. Mm-hmm. See, everybody's misinterpreting that. Boxing fans of all races know who these guys are. Mm-hmm. Boxing is a niche sport.
Yeah.
I'm talking about mainstream, a casual boxing fan outside of their demographic doesn't know who the fuck they are.
No, that's what I'm agreeing with.
I'm talking to you, E. I'm talking to people in the comments. Outside, like an average white woman that listens to Taylor Swift doesn't know who Canelo is. She doesn't.
Right.
It's the truth. She knows
that's true. Yeah. Now, if that same white woman was walking in Walmart and she's seen all of these black and Latino faces on cups, and she'll be like, well, who's this? And then that's how it would, because that's how it is with other sports. People might not even watch basketball, but they know who LeBron is. You know what I'm saying?
When
they know who Curry is.
When you say face of something, right? Everybody knows who LeBron is. Every human being knows who LeBron is. Every human being knows who Kobe is. Every human being knows who Mike is. Mike Jordan, Mike Jackson, Mike Tyson. They know who they are. When you talk about face of something, they are the face of whatever they do.
Whatever they do, though. You know what's crazy? You made a valid point, Mel, tonight. They are the face of Michael Jordan was the face of Nike, the face of his brand. LeBron James, the face of Nike right now. Everybody in the world. There's not one planet who don't know who LeBron James is. Like, so that makes sense. So if you think about the face of something, that means Mike Tyson had to be the face of boxing. He like the most popular boxer ever. He's more popular than Floyd.
Yes.
So he would be the face.
He didn't make the most money, but I'm gonna go out of my way and say Mike Tyson is the most known boxer to ever exist.
And I think that
him and Ali.
I got him.
I got him too.
Ali, because Ali was in the 60s and the 70s, and Mike Tyson, 90s, TV.
No. But Muhammad Ali was. Muhammad Ali was the most recognized face on earth.
Done the opening to the Olympics in Atlanta.
Muhammad Ali is, I'm going to say, the most loved.
Yeah.
But as far as known, Mike Tyson is famous.
It's Mike and Ali. I 1A, 1B, however you split it. But I definitely don't argue against Mike Tyson either. Because everybody knows who he is, bro.
See, I got a homeboy. Matter of fact, he's from Baltimore. He's a casual boxing fan. And that's why everything Mill's saying is true. When you got a homeboy that's a casual boxing fan, he'll ask you crazy ass questions and then let you know, okay, he only know the big name. You know what I'm saying? Like he was talking about, like he know Bud now because Bud beat Earl. You know what I'm saying? Hey. So when we was talking, he was like, yo, where that boy at you know that boy that's from down there from where you from that lost to Bud. You know what I'm saying? Like he forgot his name after he done lost. Casual, when you got a homeboy that's a casual boxing fan, he'll really wake your eye, he'll wake your mind up to really see how casual boxing fans look at boxing. And what you just said about Mike Tyson, totally true. Do you know when that fight was announced for him and Jake Paul, man, every other day he was asking me, man, who you think gonna win? And I'm like, bro, to boxing heads, we ain't really concerned about that. That's you know what I'm saying?
That's like the most talked about fight. The most popular fighter ever. But
that's the most talked about fight. Everybody talking about that fight. My dad went to that fight. My dad's 60 years old.
On Netflix. He did 2 million buys in his 50s. But dudes want to tell me that guys is more popular than him? 2 million buys in his 50s.
That's him and Jake Paul work though. I'm gonna give it to Mike, but him and Jake Paul a genius, man. So I ain't gonna leave
but he talking about against him and Roy. He did 2 million without Jake.
He did 2 million on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Oh, he did 2 million with Roy?
Yeah, he did 2 million with Roy. Yeah,
that's crazy, right?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, he did 2 million. He did 2 million with Roy. That's why he's saying.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say Mike Tyson, Jake Paul on Netflix, free on Netflix, 200 million, easy.
Yeah,
200 million people are going to watch that. Easy.
Hey, but I agree. I agree with Ro though. I agree with Ro in your chat. He said Muhammad Ali the most popular fighter all time. Period. I agree with him. Most known. Most known.
I think Mike Tyson.
I don't think so either.
Most loved, yeah. Without a doubt, I think Mike Tyson is
bro, but it's crazy because Muhammad Ali was born in the 60s, but all of us I'm talking about every generation know who he is from the 60s on. Like they still know Muhammad Ali.
It depends on the era though, because we knew Muhammad Ali from Black History in school. Other than that, people wouldn't really knew who Muhammad Ali was. To be honest, but everybody knew who Mike Tyson was. Like it
because he's more our era.
I'm 30. I'm 38. Mike Tyson era was ridiculous. Like if it wasn't for Black History Month, I guarantee you 85% of the people wouldn't know who Muhammad Ali was. I guarantee you that.
Nah,
But
I
they
can't
would have
say
knew
that.
who Mike Tyson is, bro. I'm telling you.
I believe Mike Tyson was. Mike is all the Mikes, like Mike Tyson, Mike Jordan, some of the most recognizable, Michael Jackson,
And
some
they
of the
all
most recognizable
almost had like
faces
the
ever.
same era. That's what a coincidence. They all was like almost in the same era. Like that's crazy.
No, Ali was way before them.
No, not Ali. I'm talking about all the Mikes.
He's talking about Mike Jordan, Mike
Mike
Tyson,
Tyson and Michael
and
Jackson.
yeah.
I think what Mill is saying is accurate. And this is the other thing. You know, Ali got sick and he wasn't out as much doing stuff to really stay connected. You got to remember that too. Before he passed away, he wasn't really out. Mike Tyson stayed in some stuff. He was doing his stage play. You know what I'm saying? He was endorsing stuff. Like, yeah, I think Mike edges Muhammad Ali as far as popularity because it's ongoing. It's ongoing. Mike just stayed doing something.
But Mike was. I mean, I just look at it. Muhammad Ali was the most recognizable face in the world at one time. Like in the whole world, he was voted the most recognizable face. Period. Alive. Like that's crazy. You know what I mean? So,
but Steve, do you know what that was attached to? Like a lot of that was so much attached to what he did as far as civil rights and you know fighting racial stuff. And what happens is that kind of stuff. And honestly, young people don't even give a fuck about that shit.
Exactly.
Like they ain't really that shit don't even really they don't really care about that. And as Ali got older and he got sick, he wasn't really that active no more. Mike Tyson stayed busy doing something. So
on your feeds on social media platforms, you don't even see no Ali highlights like that. You still see Mike Tyson videos and all that stuff out here.
Yeah. And you said you 38. So you perfect to speak for that because you right in the middle between the real young motherfuckers and the older motherfuckers. Like you right in the middle. So that you would be a perfect one to be able to tell us like, yeah, this is what it is.
Yo,
for real.
I'm 39 years old, right? I remember watching Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
I remember playing Mike Tyson Super Punch Out.
Yeah,
right.
I remember Mike Tyson. That shit was crazy.
Like, and I'm not taking nothing away from Ali. I feel like people are emotionally attached. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Ali's the most loved fighter of all time. In his day, he wasn't loved though. There was a large contingent, and we know what I'm talking about, that couldn't stand his ass.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But as far as like being known, just known, I feel like Mike Tyson edges him out because the difference between the 60s and the 90s.
And you saying it right. And you saying it right, he edges him out. We ain't saying that Ali is totally out the picture because there's still people walking around with his shirt on, don't really know who he is. They just know it's Muhammad Ali. So we ain't saying that he's totally irrelevant or that people don't know him. But Mike Tyson definitely, I would agree with that he's definitely more known at this point in history. Absolutely. No doubt. The man talking about getting ready to fight again. So
and every
still a superstar.
Yeah.
Casuals love it. We like, man, we ain't watching that bullshit, but we are. We're going to discuss his fight.
For free? The fuck?
Hey, listen, and I didn't even know that him and Roy did you said they did 2 million?
Yeah, if not 2, it was close.
It was close to 2. Well, listen, Earl and Tank ain't did 2 million fucking buys.
I think Tank did 2 million with what's the name? Or close to 2 million with Ryan.
Did he?
Yeah, I think was it like 2.4 or some shit, or 1.7? Was it 1.7, 1.3?
Man, niggas just streaming, bro. Nah,
bro, that joint, look it up. Whoever in their computer.
It did like 1.2, bro.
1.2.
I didn't hear no numbers, so I figured it was probably like 800,000 or 900,000. I ain't hear any numbers. I don't know what it was.
1.2 with Brian, 1.2, 1.3.
Yeah, I know it wasn't no 2 million though. I know it wasn't close to no 2 million.
Roy Jones done 1.2.
So Mike and Roy did 1.6.
1.6.
Oh, they did 1 point. So you know what that let me know? Everybody who bought that fight was in their 40s and 50s.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was people don't know nothing about streaming. That's retired, got good jobs or whatever. and they was like, "Oh, Mike fighting," and bought it. Motherfuckers like my homie. He bought that fight. I bet you. And I ain't even asked him, but I know he bought it. You know what I'm saying? Because Mike is his era. Mike was when he was in the street getting money, and that was his era. Him, his brother, they bought that fight. And we old niggas. So, and they bought it. Young people, if they did want to watch it, like Mill said, they streamed it. That was 1.6 million of old motherfuckers.
Yo, listen, you know it's crazy. How they get 1.6 and they beat in the streams though? You know how hard it is to get 1.6 million people to
I'm telling you, it was an older demographic. It was an older demographic.
It should be like $90, cuz. Like, you know how hard that shit is?
It was an older demographic that got money, that's retired. They ain't really into technology like that. If they want something, they just buy it. They ain't trying to cut corners because they don't have to.
And they ain't trying to ask their grandkids.
Your dad know about legal streaming? You think your dad got access to streaming? Nah, bro. Yo, how much that shit is? I'm buying it. How much?
I found out from streaming through watching boxing podcasts, and when I finally did do it, I ain't like all the breaks in it. When I want to watch something, I just pay for the shit now. I ain't going through all that shit. I just don't feel like it. Hey, I don't feel like doing the shit.
RO. Mike Tyson is international. I don't know where you get that from. Nigga, go check them go check them numbers when he was fighting in Tokyo. Mike Tyson's international, bro. Stop that, yo.
Bro.
What you want? YouTube live too? Mill?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
All right. Oh, this is YouTube right here?
Yeah, this is YouTube. Well, this is my StreamYard.
Oh, all right.
So, but yo, do you think we ever get another fighter that has that level of popularity? Your Floyd Mayweather, your Mike Tyson, your Muhammad Ali.
Yes,
Tank.
Yes.
I think Tank. I think Tank right now.
No, Tank's not doing it. You know why? Because he's not fighting the guys.
Yeah, I think Tank like 29.
He's 29.
He's not fighting the guys. That's why.
Yeah, but Tank gonna be 30.
I gotta remember too. Them boys
Tank's about to be 30 in November.
Shit, Tank turned 30 next month.
Yeah, he turned 30 in November. I just said that.
Ali and them boys and Mike Tyson, they was fighting old, bro. They 30s and stuff. That shit was kind of young.
They went through the gauntlet though, man. Tank ain't been through no gauntlet yet. If he goes through the gauntlet, then get me. There might be a chance.
Yo.
Well, today, when you talk about somebody becoming popular as something, it depends on what they're doing and what the culture of marketing and shit is like. Because like when I was coming up, the less people was in the public, the more motherfuckers wanted to see them. But now you at the point where when you do something, if people don't see you all the time, you become irrelevant. Yeah. So even now, when people that's older started to learn that, they got all them social media platforms and they making sure they always engaged. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on how the marketing culture is going to grow, change, whatever it's going to do in the next 2 to 5 years. You got to see how things are going to go. Because what somebody did 20 years ago to become popular, today is going to be a little bit different. And every time the generations get older, the people that's older always talking about, oh man, I ain't doing this shit, or I ain't trying to do that, or whatever. Some people don't know how to go with the time. So it just depends, man. It's hard to tell because we don't know what people are going to be looking for to stay engaged with a person, you know, especially in a sport like boxing. Because like Mill said, it's a niche sport. It's not like it's basketball, football. If you good, all you got to do is get on the field or get on the court and perform. If they have you do your mandatory interviews and stuff like that, as long as you do that, people gonna know you. They gonna come at you with sneaker deals. You ain't gotta have a personality and all of that bullshit people be saying you got to do in boxing. In boxing, I don't even know. Because I can't even.
I think the most two popular upcoming fighters. I bet. I think the two popular fighters going to be Abdullah Mason and Carmel Moulton. That's just my. I know we passed that, but I just want to say that.
Why?
Well, Abdullah Mason is on a killing spree right now. He running through everybody. Even though niggas like, yo, his opponents, it's the way he beating them. Oh, he ain't got no really tough opponents, or he ain't fight this person. That's just the boxing. That's the sport of boxing. Everybody's saying it. They saying Canelo ain't fighting David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? They were saying Floyd wasn't going to fight this person. Like, that's the sport of boxing. But I'm just talking popularity. Everybody really getting a whiff of the young boy, Abdullah Mason.
I think Abdullah Mason. I put Abdullah Mason and Jerron Ennis like that.
Well, Jerron Ennis is a little bit older though. We're talking about younger coming up.
You're missing what I'm saying, bro. Really listen to me. I believe Abdullah Mason is that caliber of fighter. Abdullah Mason is the next great fighter. I don't think that Abdullah Mason gets. In order to be a superstar, it just seems like you have to be infamous and liked. Mike Tyson is as famous for out of the ring shit as in ring. Muhammad Ali took on the U.S. government. Floyd Mayweather, a bunch of issues outside the ring. Conor McGregor, a bunch of issues outside the ring. Abdullah, to me, is a good kid, yo. So I don't see Tank, issues outside the ring. Tank been booked how many times?
A few.
So I believe because boxing doesn't have the machine that the NBA and NFL, they have like a system. Boxing doesn't have that system. Like the NFL, bro, NFL, NBA, it's like this. And it's free. Boxing, you got to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
So Kermel Moulton is really popular, but he's a good kid. I don't know.
I never understood why, and I guess part of me not understanding is because I don't know how much it would cost, but when fighters get to a certain level of making money, and if they want to make more money and become more popular, why they wouldn't hire like a marketing company or advertising company or something like that to work out a campaign for them to get their face out more so that they could be known. I think it's worth the investment to do that. If you really, like you got to find some other ways. It's not the Floyd Mayweather way ain't gonna work for everybody.
What if some dudes don't believe in themselves that do that?
I see the other thing with boxing too, and this is with life. I was just thinking about this earlier today. Yo, everybody coming to the world as a baby. Bro, if you ain't blessed enough to have people around you that give a fuck about you and going to the best of their ability, guide you and give you the right shit, that shit depends on how you turn out. If you turn out okay, you blessed. Because when you get into something that's new, so that's coming into life, going to school, getting a job, getting a career. You got to have people around you that been through it before, that got your best interests at heart, that's going to guide you in the right way. Because even when you look at Floyd, all the shit that he talked about, he went through and all of that, he had his father, he had his uncle, and he was blessed enough to meet Al, and him and Al, Al liked him. Say if that would have never happened. I'm not saying he would have never been successful, but man, you need people. What Mill just said about Tank, you know what I'm saying? Floyd and the sister, and I didn't even know about her. I didn't even know about the girl, but he used to mess with her, and I didn't even know about that. But see how it's other people, even with it being a girl. Like you just need that right situation sometimes. That's why I'm not so hard on boxers in particular about what they should do to be popular and all that. Like I ain't like people talk about how they feel like Andre Ward left a lot of money on the table, but guess what? For the man that Andre Ward is, he's able to get up every day and look in the mirror and be satisfied with himself. Because he talked about, I remember him saying years ago about how E40 wanted him to be in the video, and he was like, nah. See, he ain't phony because he know that's not his lifestyle. That's not how he want to live. That ain't what he want, even though he probably would have got more popular, more people would have known him. You know what I'm saying? Because E40 is a motherfucking, like Mills said, rap, you know what I mean?
Artist,
rap star. You know what I'm saying? You're an artist. So once you cross over, but Andre Ward didn't want to go that way. Now, some people may knock him because we just thinking about money. And I get it. But Andre Ward feel like I got enough money and enough talent, and I got other ways I can parlay and get into shit and make money. You know what I mean? I can go home, and the way that I want to live, I can look at my wife, I can look at myself in the mirror and be satisfied with myself. And that's just, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, boxing ain't, structured that way. But I feel like if it was like the way the NBA and the NFL is, they'll have too much control over these dudes. And then before you know it, everybody that box can't have went to jail before or had some type of issues. You know what I mean? Like, because boxing is different than them other sports. You could be in all kinds of shit, but if you do your time, come home, and you can fight, and a promoter want to fuck with you, they'll get behind you. Basketball and NFL, they want everybody to act like they so pristine, clean, and you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather for boxing to stay like it is. Honestly, that UFC shit, them dudes in there fucking savages. They ain't getting no money. The motherfucker who run the shit getting all the money. You know what I'm saying? They got to cross over into boxing to make some money. So why would we want to see boxing get set up like that just because we want to see certain fights? Like, I don't know. I want to see the fights and all that shit, but I be thinking about if these fighters was my peoples, was my brother or my little cousin or my son. Like, I ain't gonna tell you to go out there and take all them fucking punches to the head and some motherfucker named Dana White sitting up getting all the fucking money and you just getting the glory. Everybody know you popular, but you ain't getting paid. So all you got is a bunch of war stories to tell, you know what I'm saying, after your career over, but you ain't got no money. Nah. That shit just ain't realistic, man. It ain't. I enjoy the sport and all of that, but just being realistic, it ain't. You know what I mean? And that's why it's hard to really say how you think if a person is going to be a star or not. I just, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what the people looking for. I don't know what the people going to take to. Where they like, man, I like this dude. I'm going to go see this dude. Like, I think like Mill said earlier, it's just a culmination of things. It's like all the right things got to be in place, even if you plan it that way. If you get the right people around you, if you see a girl that's popular and you be like, I'm gonna go at her, I'm gonna get connected to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how they would need to do it, man, to really build the star. Well, I don't know, man.
A lot of people don't even. I think it was orchestrated. Black China, certain moves that was made for Dev was in response to shit that they seen work. A woman having the right woman on your arm. Now this goes for rap, acting, entertainment. Having a right woman on your arm can elevate you.
Yeah.
Right? I know you be constantly hearing about all these fake relationships to increase visibility in the public. That's it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think that it just was the perfect storm. Like, she was building her fan base and black women were behind her. All of a sudden she rolls out, oh, my dude is this boxer. And then you go and watch him. And I'm talking about the women. Women go to watch him. He's a good looking kid. He out here, he looked like a rapper. He looked like the dudes they want to date. And then he get in here and he, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, Leo looked like he was laid out on a park bench. Like,
definitely. But what about who's the Joan he was messing with? What's Rev Run daughter name? Angela? Was it Danny Jacobs was messing with her, right? Angela Simmons?
Yeah. Oh, Simmons. Yeah.
His popularity didn't go up like that though when she was messing.
By that time, it was over.
He was ready to roll. Yeah, he was ready to roll.
It was Danny fighting. Danny fought one time since then?
He fought once after that? While he was with her? I thought he fought like twice.
Yeah, but like by that, it's a perfect culmination though. It's not just you being like, take a look at Floyd Mayweather, right? Really, really analyze Floyd. When around the time that Floyd got popular, what did he do? He went on WWE, Dancing with the Stars, and then you seen him on reality TV with Chili. He was crossing over, and then after that, he's the most popular boxer in the world. Shit, just like it just don't happen. You know what I mean? You have to be able to cross over into something else because boxing is niche. It's a niche sport.
And a lot of that was the Al Heyman effect too, because Al's the biggest promoter fucking in the world. You know what I'm saying? So you can imagine his connections, motherfuckers walking you out, coming to your fights. You might be going to certain parties. You know what I'm saying? Like over time, that shit, yeah. Now, I think if you got something like that, that might almost be a shoo-in, you know, to build your popularity, as long as you go along with the program. Because although I don't agree with fighters or anybody that's trying to get popular, acting out their getting out their character and all of that, I do think you should put your press time in and all of that. You should put your press time in. You should come out and talk to people. You ain't gotta act ignorant, but you should come out and engage with the people, talk with the people, you know, try to create some scenarios that you feel comfortable in, but at the same time, you sharing yourself with the people. Because listen, man, you can't be a person, and just go for you, Mill. Just go for Bang, GHB TV. Y'all can't be public figures and think people ain't gonna do goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause y'all public figures. Motherfuckers know y'all. You got people that like you. You got people that don't like you. You got people that's jealous of your success. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna come with it. You know? So sometimes when that shit happen, you just gotta be like, man, whatever, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause y'all public figures. Now you got real big public figures, but being on the internet, doing your job and being consistent, that shit gonna make you a public figure, man. So motherfuckers gonna come at you with goofy shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be prepared for it, cause it's gonna come. And especially with this shit, cause you behind a screen. So sometimes you don't even know who the people. It might not even be real people. Who knows? It might be AI shit people creating just to fuck with you. Could be a competitor. You know what I'm saying? Like you just never know.
No, that's some real shit, because people watch YouTube more than they watch TV now.
Fact.
Right?
Yeah.
And I try to tell people that make themselves the star of their channels that essentially you're a celebrity, right? It may be low tier, maybe mid tier. There's some YouTubers that are high tier celebrities that have transitioned into other things. But for all intents and purposes, you are a celebrity, and you have to carry it that way. You got guys out here that have gotten very, very goofy with just YouTubers, like reporting on everything that you talk about. Like,
right.
Like, I don't box. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen dudes make channels based off of what another channel is saying. To me, that's just different kind of behavior. But I guess that's just the landscape that we in. And exactly, I have a big problem with I'm me. And once I get pushed to a certain point, my professionalism goes off into, East Bubblefuck. And now you're dealing with the guy from Logan. I have to work on that. G has to work on that.
Yeah, man. No, because, bro, that shit ain't like, shit ain't about nothing, man. I'm telling you, man, like this shit, like you'll never see them dudes at fights. They're not, a lot of this shit too on here. A lot of this shit, and I said this to you. You remember I called you before when I seen motherfuckers I seen had used your content and shit, and you was like, man, I didn't seen that shit. But I can tell that shit is some AI shit. That's some shit motherfuckers grabbing content from different motherfuckers, putting it all together and narrating through it. So you can imagine when somebody gets on here and get to talking crazy, man, you don't know who that might be. Now, every now and then you had guys like the dude Southpaw who just, I don't know, he out his fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then you get ones like that that actually show their face. But for the most part, you ain't gonna see these dudes, man. Like the people that's doing that, you ain't gonna see. Right. It's them rare occasions where sometimes you have fighters and their fathers and families and all that. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So all right. We might as well talk about it. All right. So two things, right? First, I am the guy that will approach you in person. I don't care if you're a fighter, trainer, I will approach you in person.
Yeah, I know that for sure.
If you have an issue, right, we will address it when I see you. I'm very big on that. we can handle it amicably, or it can go other places. A lot of times, we handle it amicably, right? Where somebody said something, somebody's been critical, somebody's had an issue, we'll address it when I see you. I'm really, really big on that. All right, so Brian Norman Sr. I met Brian Norman Sr., him coming up for sparring. I think the first time that he ever sparred Bulls. Oh, it was cool. We chopped it up, did an interview the whole nine, right? We was good. Kept in touch, right? I would see him every time they pop up, chop it up with him. I think he was about to fight Quentin Randall, probably the last time I seen him. And did an interview with him. He ended up winning, beating Giovanni Santillan, right? Which I predicted. I thought that he would stop him. Phenomenal fucking performance. And I hit him up to do an interview. So we did one right after he beat Santillan. But beforehand, I asked him on the phone, I'm like, yo, is there anything that you want to talk about? Anybody I have a relationship with, I always start with that. Being that I know Boots and them, I know them, and they cool. There could be a situation where y'all may not want to fight. You may not want to draw attention to it. So I don't want to highlight it if you don't want to talk about it. He said everything was on the table, asked the question. He answered the question. He said, yo, we want to wait till Undisputed. And I'm like, cool. I won't bring it up. Nobody can say they saw a Brian Norman YSM interview in regards to Boots and Bozy, me asking them for months until people started asking Brian Norman Sr. on other outlets. So then I hit him up and I'm like, yo, like, you told me you wanted to wait till Undisputed. Out of respect, I haven't asked anything. Has your position changed? He tells me, he's like, look, man, these motherfuckers is getting on my nerves, acting like we scared, talking about the fans. But, I talked to Bo and we gonna wait till Undisputed. I'm like, cool, man. Then he hits me up later and tells me Matchroom that made him an offer for a unification. And I'm like, shit, like, I wanted y'all to wait till Undisputed. No, I fuck with y'all, but if it's gonna happen now, then it's gonna happen now. I hope y'all come to an agreement. So they started their negotiations. I'm talking to him 3-4 times a week. Right? Oh, my bad. Let me rewind that. They turn the initial offer down, and then they make a second offer. After the second offer, Boots wants to do an interview about unification bouts. We do the interview. I sent it to Brian Norman Jr. Well, I'm sorry, send it to Brian Norman Sr. They respond. And then now negotiations really start. I feel like I did everything right journalistically with me having a relationship with both sides. But in this particular business, you can't please everybody. So me and Brian Norman Sr. and then ended up having a falling out because when the negotiations broke down, and I'm not giving you everything that was said as far as if they said they were going to take the fight or whatnot, because that's between me and him. But he got upset because I was doing interviews asking other people what were their thoughts on the negotiations. And Greg, Rob Acosta, Hank Lundy. And being that they felt like he outpriced himself, he got upset and then ended up talking shit on Facebook. I called him up snapping, and then it's where it is right now.
So let me say this, and I'm always, I'm always going to take a pro-black stance. That's just what it is. And relationships between black fathers and black sons, to me, is father and son relationships, period. But of course, I'm gonna be partial toward, black fathers and black sons, but Mexican fathers and Mexican sons, Puerto Rican fathers and Puerto Rican sons. Like, that shit can be emotional. You know what I'm saying? And I know that, like I just said earlier, being public figures, you can't get upset when people are critical about, what you're doing in the sport, how you doing it, your performance, you know, who you competing against, you're not supposed to get upset about that because you're a public figure and you in the sport. So people going to sometimes be on your side and sometimes not be on your side. Like, as long as nobody don't talk about your mama or your wife or your children, you shouldn't. I know that. But, you know, as a brother, yeah, I mean, can we kind of overlook some stuff or forgive some stuff just because we know Faber's going to get emotional? I'm just asking.
The big thing is, I let both parties say whatever they want to say. I didn't censor either interview. You get whatever you hear somebody on YSM, that's their take. That's how they feel. That's their truth. I'm not going to censor the interviews because I'm cool with you. Brian Norman Jr. and Senior was talking about, you know, how they gonna knock him out, the whole nine. Like, who's in them and get mad?
No, I'm not talking about censoring. I'm not talking about censoring it. I'm talking about.
I'm making a point though.
Okay.
Is that I'm gonna let you cook, right? And nobody's gonna control what's said on my platform. Friend or no friend, promoter or no promoter. What you get is what you get, right? And so while I don't fuck with the Pop, and me and the Pop got an issue, I'ma still support the Son. The Son don't got nothing to do with the Pop. The Son is his own man. And I'm not going to shit on the Son because I got an issue with the dad. He said what he said. I said what I said.
No.
But I hope the Son win his next fight. And I hope he continues to have success.
Now, Mill, let me switch gears real quick before you get back in there, Uncle E. I mean, OG. I just got a question about does it look likely? Because, you know, I love Boots. You know what I mean? This is something, you know, I'm a Boots fan. Like, you know, outside of that, I see, like you said, Mill, I seen the guy. I want to see him fight the best fighters in the division. I want to see him unify or get the opportunity to. And this is not saying I'm not a fan of Norman or Stanionis or Barrios. I'm a fan of boxing. But in the landscape of what's going on, how likely is it that Boots is going to get those unification fights and be able to unify this whole division? Like that's his goal. But how likely is it that he's going to be able to do that?
I don't have confidence in Boots getting unification fights anymore.
Me either.
I always knew that it would be a struggle, but then I hear the money that's being offered, and to me, $2 million to Barrios, 1.5 to Stanionis, 1.7 to Brian Norman are all fair quality offers. It's going to be a point where dudes are going to want to be drastically overpaid in order to get in the ring, and I can't expect Eddie Hearn to come out his pocket an extra $2 million, $2-3 million. Like there's a budget for a fight. So no, I don't have any confidence left that Boots is going to unify at 147 pounds.
That's a bad John, though. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a real bad John.
And see, that's somebody that's in that, that's in that gym. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's going on, Mill. Like, I seen Boots in there, and you seen Brian and Boots spar, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I saw that interview on I ain't trying to plug nobody's channel, but I saw when Bozy and Bob Santos spoke in person and on camera, and he was like, man, they got to offer us crazy money for us to fight Boots, and that's Barrios' trainer. He said they got to offer us crazy money. Yeah. He said, you know what I mean? Like, you saw that shit? You saw that shit, E?
Yeah.
I don't think that Benavidez defense is better than Morrell's. You my guy, but I don't. Nah. But
who said that?
What you say, Billy? Everything is predicated on how much you get danger and how much you pay. Those guys get the fights, right? Underground.
You, absolutely, my guy.
Underground.
You.
So while people look at Tank and his fans think he's unbeatable, there's plenty of guys that could win that fight. Like, Tank is a winnable fight because Tank gives up rounds. So if you don't get caught with the bomb, you can beat Tank on a decision. But it's worth the risk of him cracking you upside your head because you won't get your biggest payday. The issue with some dudes is your David Benavidez is that it's going to take years off your life getting in there. Tank can knock you out, and then you might not remember the knockout. You get in there with David Benavidez. David Benavidez is going to beat your ass for 6, 7, 8, 9 rounds, and that takes shit off of your career. The sustained beating is worse on your career than a split-second shot.
Facts.
I promise you that. You ask any fucking fighter, they'll tell you the same thing.
Hey, that's what
sustained beatings that do it. And tank up, box, and then catch you with something, as opposed to him giving you the Earl Spence, just
Beterbiev
baton for 12 rounds.
Like, hey, Mill, you know what that reminds me of? What's my boy name? The Fear Smith, the dude you was interviewing about Beterbiev. That's how he was talking. Like, bro, that's and that's why I picked Beterbiev, because of interviews like that, and then talking to Lonnie B and people like that, bro. They like, yo, fighting that dude for 4 rounds felt like 20, or fighting that, getting hit by that dude one time, I would felt that shit 2 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? One dude said he hit me in my hip, and I felt it in my foot for a week. So when you hear people talk like that, you like, bro, and they say, man, I'm a good boxer. I got skills. This motherfucker still closed the distance on me. And they like, bro, I never been hit like that in my life. You know what I mean? Like, Fear Smith say he sparred all these cats, sparred Kovalev, sparred Triple G. And then he say, I never Beterbiev. Andre Ward. I got in there. Chad Dawson say the dude got superhuman strength, unnatural. Like, when you hear dudes that you really respect, fighters, like, yo, bro, this dude, hey man, we paper rock scissors to see who got to fight, who got to spar this dude while he fresh, first. Because I don't want to get in there when he the first 3-4 rounds with him. I want to be the second or third sparring partner. Like, they like, yo, I got to get a bonus to stay in camp with this dude. You know what I mean? I'm like, that shit.
And I'm gonna keep it a beam with you, Billy. You've been in the gym.
Yeah.
My man Underground, he still ain't, come up consistently. He's killing me. He still ain't come up consistently. I done seen him beat the shit out of quality niggas, bro. I done seen him beat the ever-loving shit out of quality dudes. Yo, look right here. It's bad, yo. It's bad. And I'm talking about quality, undefeated.
You talking about Fear?
Olympian, dude,
about boots.
Champions, guys that you think that would have given him good work. I seen him beat the ever-loving shit out of him, yo.
Oh, yeah. You talking about Boots, huh?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I seen, man, look, seeing Boots in that gym, because I, like Mill know, I be in Houston, so I seen Morrell, I seen all to spar, I seen, some really good fighters out here, you know what I mean? And so when I went to Philly, I seen Devin spar. I seen a lot of guys work, man. And Boots and Morrell are probably my top 2 most talented guys I've seen, like just naturally talented. But I still give the edge to Boots by, I still think Boots is crazy. I seen Andy spar because when I seen Mill in Philly, Andy Cruz, he's another guy that's gifted. But man, like Boots, what I see, he toys with guys. He could toy, like he's so alert in there. It's insane, and he works so damn hard too. And that's what made me like even more of a fan when I actually saw him in person. Like, damn.
Tango, they not we are really good fighters. Tango, they not fool. He's just better than all these guys. I can't they really good fighters. They're gonna go on to have great careers. You looking at Roy Jones, you looking at Ali, Ray Robinson, he just can't get the fights to prove it to you. I'm willing, I stake my reputation every fucking day. I tell y'all say I'm a fanboy, I'll be glazing. Bro, I haven't seen a fighter up close that's better than him.
Boxing is a niche sport, so everything you saying is bearing out to be true. That motherfuckers know not to get in the ring with him because the word get around. So if I got a homie that's fighting at the top level, making good money, and I know it's possibility he might fight Boots, hey homie, don't fuck with that nigga. Don't fuck with that young nigga. You gonna need extra money for hospital bills. Like motherfuckers telling each other that shit. They telling each other that shit. I stole that shit from Robert Costa. Robert Costa.
Roseville ain't never been knocked down. Go 9 rounds with Boots. His next fight, take a fucking year off. He got tapped on the chin and was gone. You know? He's never been knocked down before then. Bro.
Now, Mill,
what y'all think Karen gonna do this time
I was about to ask you what you think. How you think Boots is going to approach the Karen rematch? You think that he's going to be more calm in there? You think that they got a special game plan for that movement?
No comment. Get your popcorn ready.
All right. Well, you know I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there for the opening fight, Jack.
Yo.
You coming up for the fight, Billy?
Yeah, man. I gotta get up there. I already bought my flight to Philly. Already got my flight, man. Going visit my family and try to get to that fight.
Yo, Tego, it's so hard to crack that top 10, bro. I can't see that. To crack a top 10 fighter ever, bro. It's fucking Archie Moore, Willie Pep, Ray Robinson, Floyd, Ray Leonard, Jack Johnson, fucking Joe Lewis. Like, I can't see that, bro. You gotta have the names. You gotta be in the blessed era. You gotta get the fights. I can't. Cassius Clay. I can't say he'll be in the top 10. I'm just gonna say he's gonna be a Hall of Famer, and he's gonna be one of the best fighters, if not the best fighter of his era.
He gotta get the fights though. That's the sad thing with this man. Like,
if you don't get the fights, man.
Exactly.
If you don't get the fights, man, it's nothing that can it's hard to validate your greatness. You know what I mean? Like, as much as you know how it is, bro. The dancing partner is very important to legacy. That's why Ray Leonard is so great. That's why, like you said, Archie Moore, all those guys are so great. Ray Robinson, he had the right opponents too.
And I'm gonna tell you, when fights are competitive, or even if like with the Bud and the Spence thing, for example, I don't mind guys fighting 2-3 times. How many times did Ali and Frazier fight? Like, I don't understand. Man, my favorite fighters, the guys that I like, I don't care if you lose, get back in the gym, get healed up, go on and do it again. I want to see Bud and Earl again, man. I do. And I would love to see that at 54.
Just because one time,
I'm going to say 54. You got to do that 54.
Get cooked in one fight and then come back and win the rematch. Hey, yo, fellas, I'll put the link. We only got one spot left open. That's why I haven't let anybody on. But I'll put the link on. We only going strong for like another 10 minutes. But
somebody else want to get on?
Yeah, but it's an open spot. It's an open spot. It's open.
But we only go for 10 minutes more. But I still want to see certain fight. Like, yo, put it like this, right? Ali got his ass whooped that first Frazier fight. Right? But if we're living in this era, oh man, he was a hype job. I told you.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I mean, you know what though? I was gonna ask you, Mill, because I really, like you said, if you're not confident in the unifications for Boots, would 154? Do you think he would have more success getting some of the top names at 154 to fighting?
No.
Do you believe that?
No.
160.
You don't believe you can get Madrimov and them type of guys in there?
Tried to get Madrimov.
I'm glad you asked that question. That's one thing that I've been wanting to emphasize. Just because if Boots decides to move up to 154, some of these people that be making these comments, and that's why I say you got to ignore them. They act like 54, the floodgates just going to open up. Just because he move. Well, move up if you can't get fights at 47. Just because he move up don't mean everybody's going to fight him.
I see
Boots and Team Ennis should do what's best for them. That's what they should do.
Yeah.
They should do what's best for them. Fuck everybody else. Seriously. That shit makes me mad, bro.
It's a couple of things. If certain things happen, then he'll be more likely to be able to get certain fights. But
at 54,
All right, so I'm gonna say this respectfully, right? You got a dude like Al Haymon, you got a dude like Louis DeCubas, you got a guy like Bob Merrill, world of experience, right? The same way y'all know the stories, the same way the trainers know the stories, they know the stories. They're not stupid. So I'm not just sending my guy in there. I know you're gonna fucking cook him to go build up Eddie Hearn's fighter. And vice versa. Promotional companies, managers, that's how they work. So yeah, I'll make sure you get certain fights, but you gotta do certain things. You've seen it with Devin and Bob, you've seen it with Marquez and Pac. That's how this game, that's how boxing is played. So currently, do I see him getting a Jesus Ramos, a Erickson Lubin, or Jamel Charlo, a Tim Tszyu? No.
Or Chuck, the winner of Chuck Madrimov. You know what I mean? Like, you don't think he can get a Charles Conwell? If they, I know he turned it down. I know Charles turned down the offer. He said it was peanuts or something. Oh, they disrespectful. You don't think he can get Virgil down the line?
I don't know, yo.
Because they at least I'm just naming guys that fight on the zone. Because I seen Virgil, I seen Conwell, I seen some of these guys fight on the zone.
Unless Turkey Al-Ashiki decides they throw caution to the wind, and Eddie, I'm willing to give any of these dudes. Perfect example, y'all. Right? And I don't want to dominate the time because my man Kai KO just hopped on. But Terrence Crawford, right? So Terrence Crawford fans was initially saying that all you got to do is talk crazy to Bud, and Bud will fight you. Boots should talk shit. Boots should say this. Boots should say that. T.O. is saying anything and everything, and the only thing that T.O. is going to get is an ass whooping in the parking lot. Right? Terrence Crawford is at a point in his career where he just wants specific things. Like they offered him Conor Ben $50 million a pop. That's great fucking money. He turned it down.
Whoa.
Turned it down.
Conor McGregor, you mean Conor McGregor?
Yeah, he turned it down. Right? And
damn, 50.
Yeah, he turned down $100 million for Conor McGregor. One in the cage, one in boxing.
Disrespecting Bud in a way that only a black man can be disrespected. And that's not going to give T.O. the fight. That's going to get T.O. fucked up in the bathroom or at the concession stand.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
T.O. is skating on thin ice, and I'm going to stamp it right here. I got Bud fucking you up next time he see you, bro. Fucking you up real life. I don't think that there's an amount of security that's going to stop you. And you got to watch out for dudes like Keyshawn, because Keyshawn, he ain't that dude. Like, you know what I mean?
Nah, Keyshawn don't play. Keyshawn still off on T.O. in person. Like what you said? You called me what you say about monkeys? What?
He's not the politically correct.
Nah, Keyshawn a live wire in person.
Say the right thing. Nah,
he a live wire in person, man.
Don't T.O. in his head by the popcorn cart.
Right.
Hey, Kai.
Yeah. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I want to see T.O. and Tank though.
Hold on. I got like a whole bunch of. I got one bone to pick with you, and then I got a whole bunch of like questions to ask you. So my one bone to pick is,
talk to me.
You said Tank. You said Pretty Boy Floyd. You not sure. You think that he would beat Gervonta? You think he would beat Shakur? You think he would beat Boots? You think he would beat Crawford? You still stand by that opinion?
Yeah.
All right, bro. Okay. I don't think. Okay, I think right now this current era of boxing, I think is by far the most athletic fighters there's ever been, and the most skilled fighters there's ever been. I think right now is the best era of boxing, and I think. I don't even think, which I think is the weakest fighter out of the bunch. I think if you put Shakur right now at 135 against Pretty Boy Floyd, I think it might be a good fight, but I would see even Shakur edging.
I want to ask you a question.
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let alone somebody like Boots. If we're talking
Shakur
about
can't
Boots,
beat
that's not even a question.
Are,
Like
are
I'm
you
not
sure?
even.
Are you
Boots
are you
has
sure
stopped
Shakur beat
Floyd in like
Sweepy?
6 rounds. So
Okay,
probably
hold
stopped
on,
Floyd in
YB.
like
Hold on,
8
YB. You have to
rounds.
ask him. Hold on, YB.
Let him
How
cook.
old are you? How old are you, sir? How old are you? Sir?
That's my
I got.
question. That's my question. That's my question.
How old
No,
are you?
you can't.
I'm 23, but I'm
That
a
makes
Okay.
sense.
fighter.
Why? Come
It makes
on,
sense.
man.
I'm a
Come
fighter. I
on,
go
man.
back and watch these
Are you
fights.
sure
I've
Shakur beat
seen Floyd
Sweepy? Huh?
Mayweather.
Come on, man.
I've
Oh
seen
yeah, yeah.
Floyd
Are you
Mayweather.
sure? Are you sure Shakur Stevenson beats Parnell Sweet Pea Whitaker?
Okay, Prime Sweet Pea is a much better fighter than Floyd Mayweather ever was. Prime Sweet Pea. Okay, Floyd Mayweather defensively. It's funny that Mill City says this because he should know his specific defensive
Wait, Mill
habits
City? No,
of
that's my man George.
yeah.
I'm
Floyd
Jamil.
Mayweather's specific, yeah, my bad, but his specific defensive habit of turning over and ducking and using that shoulder roll has gotten him rocked and hit with big overhands his entire career. So what is he gonna do when he
And
gets hit by a natural 47 who hits harder than probably anyone he ever fought in his career? And that's his best shot. The shot that he got hit
No.
by a
Incorrect.
guy like Maidana over and over and
Incorrect, sir.
over
He
and over.
doesn't hit harder than Canelo Alvarez. Incorrect.
Then the Canelo that he fought, the Canelo that Floyd fought,
Yes,
yes, he
Canelo
does.
Alvarez hits harder than Prime Parnell Sweet Pea Whitaker. Yes.
but does he? That's what I'm saying. Does Shakur beat Sweet Pea? Because you,
Yeah.
I mean, you talking about all the areas. Like, does he beat?
No.
He does not.
Not Prime
No.
Sweet Pea. Not Prime Sweet Pea. No, not Prime Sweet Pea.
That's what
Like I said,
Prime Sweet Pea was at 135. That's what Shakur at right now.
well, I said in general, nowadays fighters are better. But
Hey,
Prime
kid.
Sweet Pea, like I said, is a much better fighter than Prime Floyd or any version of Floyd Mayweather. If I'm being completely real, if we were to take all the fighters and tally them up, all these fighters from 135 to 147, man, I don't even Floyd. I'm gonna be real. I don't think Floyd could beat Tio. I don't think Floyd could beat like a lot of these dudes.
Floyd couldn't beat Tio.
Yo, it's time for him to go to
Oh,
bed, man. He gotta go to
man.
sleep, man. He
One
tired,
second, sir.
man.
Hey, man, you
He's
tired, man.
sleepy. He
But here's the
tired.
craziest
He
thing.
tired.
Excuse me, sir.
What they say? Get this man some melatonin, man. Yeah, hey, man. You gotta go to bed, young.
YB. Excuse me, sir. So let's get this confirmed. Because I want to make sure I heard correctly. I comprehended it. So you said that Prime Floyd won't even beat Teofimo Lopez.
Yes, he would get knocked out. Like he would get punished doing something bad. Again,
Floyd
got
would
rocked.
cook Tio
Floyd
and
got
Devin.
rocked bad. Floyd got rocked bad by fighters that aren't that good. Like we saw Chop Corley. Go back and watch Chop Corley.
Hold on. Did you watch?
That man is
Floyd did you watch?
Which
Floyd did you watch?
He's
What Floyd
falling
did you
over his
watch?
feet.
He said Floyd would lose to Tio.
No Floyd. He watched no Floyds,
Again,
man.
he got rocked to the side
Hey, so
by a
Devin,
guy that chopped
hey, Kai. So Devin Haney cooks Floyd too, huh? Prime.
No, he might not cook him, but would he edge him prime for prime? Yes. Listen, here's the thing. These modern fighters learn from Floyd. They picked up what he did,
You see what you've done,
doing it better.
You see what you've done, YSM. You see what you've done. This is what you've done. So this man here is saying that Prime Floyd Mayweather, the guy that's beat the most champions, obviously, the guy that's took on the hardest competition, obviously, in his generation of time. You're just trying to tell me that guy doesn't dispatch that guy doesn't dispatch it. Did you watch Pretty Boy Floyd or Money Mayweather? Which one did you watch?
I watched every version. And in fact, a lot of people don't realize this. The best version of Floyd, the version of Floyd that would do the best against all these guys is Money Mayweather, is the version of Floyd that fought Canelo. When Floyd was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was kind of worse. Like he was snapping the shots.
I need to say this up. Right? What we have the tendency to do is we romanticize our errors, right? So everybody's guilty of this, right? Because this is your era of boxing, in your mind, just like we do with basketball. Like, oh man, LeBron, people think that LeBron's better than Mike because that was the era before, and oh yeah, the evolution and this and that. Bro, listen to me, right? I feel like, and people are going to disagree with this, I feel like Pretty Boy edges out Boots because of experience, and he fought at a higher level earlier than Boots did. He's seen more things than Boots. And I got him in situations where Boots would be reckless, Floyd will be calculated and get those points and get out of danger. But the Floyd that fought Canelo, I got Boots stopping him. And people may not agree, but that's just my position. But Pretty Boy Floyd checks every fucking box that you need a fighter to check. Teofimo Lopez can't tear Pretty Boy Floyd's picture in half, let alone beat him in a fight.
For real. That was a poor analysis. I no disrespect, Kai, but that Tio?
Yeah, you mentioned Chop Chop, but you didn't mention how George Kambosos had fucking Tio rolling around in the ring and bleeding half to death. Like George Kambosos.
Okay. When Floyd was around, fighters like George Kambosos, who are very fast, have decent power, have decent skill, they check all these athletic boxes and they can fight. That was a rarity in Floyd's era. That's why Floyd, bro. If you go back and watch these older generations of fighters, they weren't like that. Like you make the comparison to LeBron and Jordan.
Mr. Cat.
Wait, hold on. Don't cut me off, please. I'm being gay. Yeah. Okay. You make the comparison to LeBron and Jordan. In Jordan's era, it was common for fighters not to. For players not to be able to dribble with their left hand. Like that was a common problem. Sports get better over time. Generally, they don't get worse.
You was watching that. We done with the 90s.
When you say all these things where you're talking about, this and that, I understand. I'm telling you, I understand the game of boxing. I understand how Boots sets up the crap down off the jab. I understand how Benavidez come behind the rear hand. I understand all these deeper aspects. I sit and analyze boxing all day. And when I go and compare these modern fighters to these older fighters, Floyd ain't never seen nothing like.
Where you from?
Floyd's not. I'm from Kentucky. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. Floyd not seen nothing like Teofimo. Floyd ain't seen a Shakur Stevenson. There was no Shakur Stevenson back then.
So tell me right now. Tell me what prime fighter right now is faster than Roy Jones or Meldrick Taylor or Sugar Ray Leonard right now that you can name off the top of your head.
Okay. Who's faster as far as in the pocket?
You said the speed.
In the pocket, hand speed. In the pocket, hand speed. Y'all gonna think this is crazy.
Taylor right now.
Prime for prime at 168. David is stopping Roy Jones. He's stopping him, knocking him out.
What day? Excuse me, sir. Yeah. You said David who?
David
Benavidez.
Stopping Roy, a prime Roy Jones.
Did you watch Prime? Did you watch Prime? Did you watch Prime Roy Jones?
Yeah. Bivol can't even fuck with prime Roy Jones.
Yeah, Benavidez stopped Bivol and Smart.
We haven't even. You going to Roy Jones? You going to Roy Jones? We haven't even got to the Floyd slander yet of TOB.
No. I just asked you who. I asked you who's faster than Meldrick Taylor because we said the athletes have evolved, and I asked you who got faster hands than Camacho, Meldrick Taylor, Roy Jones, Ray Leonard right now, and them dudes is in the 80s and 90s, bro.
There is nobody.
If you watch the guard of Sugar Ray Leonard, I don't want to drop too many gems. Point being, I analyzed.
Drop the breadcrumbs, man. Drop the breadcrumbs.
I analyzed the sport. I'm just gonna say the way that Sugar Ray Leonard tries to guard himself, it would any modern walk down fighter, whether that be Boots, anybody with a certain skill sets that are common nowadays. Will beat these guys. I'm telling you what I see.
Did you see when Sugar Ray Leonard fought Roberto Durant? Did you see that? Did you see when he fought Marvin Hagler? Even did you see that?
I don't think he watched like dudes like Wilfredo Benitez and how quick he is, man. Head movement.
Did you watch guys like
Lupe Pinto?
Hey yo, hold up. Who would beat Mike Tyson right now, though?
Who would beat Mike Tyson? I don't know. Mike was a monster. Like there's certain fighters that are outside of the scope. Like there are fighters like Sugar Ray Leonard. No matter where you put him, he's high level.
Facts. Okay? I'm glad you respect him at least.
Okay, but when I put them against the top fighters and I look at the holes that they have, like say for instance, I talked to Greg Hackett about this. I was talking to him about Benavidez versus Roy, and Greg was like, "Oh yeah, like the sport evolves. It's different. Like Floyd never saw nothing like that."
You didn't agree with him beating Roy though.
No, he did. You can go talk to him. But point being, the sport evolves. Everything that Floyd does is something that people has learned and picked up on and kind of do better now. Like,
how many people do a shoulder roll better than Floyd? How many people do the shoulder roll better than Floyd right now in this game? That so-called
Garcia,
and people that be trying be getting knocked out.
Ryan Garcia do the
the reason why you don't see the shoulder roll the same way is because the shoulder roll is a difficult defensive technique, and fighters are better at picking it apart. The shoulder roll, pretty much how you beat a shoulder roll is you can frame off them and throw overhands. You can crash in and throw overhands. You saw Maidana do it all night. Floyd got clipped by it all night, and that is any common brawler style fighter nowadays is going to be very, very comfortable replicating the sort of things that gave Floyd trouble in the Maidana fight. Like I said, fighters learn from the past. Like all that knowledge just doesn't disappear after their era. It just don't go away.
All right. I got another question. I got another question.
Did you do this?
Hey, who at 168? Who at 168 beats James Toney prime and James Toney in his prime?
No, who just put that on there, cuz?
James Toney is also one of those fighters who are really good.
Who did that?
I think a lot of people. I think David Morrell would do it. I think Benavidez would do it. I think Canelo would possibly give him a very tough fight. No, I don't know about beat him. It would be 50-50, but it would be a difficult fight. Like I said, I'm gonna keep reiterating it. Fighters improved upon what they saw in the past. They didn't just throw it all away. Like I said, I'm watching the sport. I'm paying attention to every little detail and aspect. Like I said, I could tell you different habits and problems that Boots have, and I'm comparing this to the other fighters that I see. For instance, Sugar Ray Leonard has the problem of he's constantly doing that thing where he's lead foot circling. You got to be careful doing that, just circling on the lead foot. You can get followed with hooks just coming out easy. But one problem is Sugar Ray Leonard kind of had he would put his hands up, but he would not have his guard wouldn't change. It would be very stagnant. He would have.
Bro, listen, that shit is way easier said than done, bro. I'm telling you,
I'm not saying I could do it.
No, I'm not saying you,
the fighters today could do it.
Them bulls couldn't hit Floyd, bro. Like they couldn't hit him. Was you not watching this fight? They could not hit that man. Canelo said I couldn't hit him.
One thing I know for sure, we'll never know. That's one thing I know for sure. We'll never know.
Marquez, they couldn't hit him.
It's always easy to do that, bro. It's always easy. Like I listen to some of these guys that break down fights and they be talking about different things, and I'll go and watch a fight. I'm like, okay, you say the guy's squared up, but at the time he's squaring up, he's throwing about 20 punches. So all that technical shit you talking about, what somebody could do, they not thinking about that when a dude might make a technical mistake, but at the same time, he's throwing a 20-punch combination, you trying to get out the way. So when you sit back and watch a fight and just nitpick, it's not realistic, man. It ain't realistic.
The reason why it's realistic, and we was talking earlier, Mill City was talking, I forgot your name, brother, the owner of my YSM. But we was talking earlier about how it's common for people to have like hard eyes for their era and not be able to judge it correctly. So I'm gonna put it like this. Just like I watched the two fighters, Errol Spence and Bud, and I said, Bud's gonna beat the shit out of this nigga. There's nothing he can do with this guy. I know it. Years before the fight ever happened, I'm telling you. I'm like, Bud's gonna beat the shit out of this dude. He does this, he does that. Where your
betting slip at? Where your betting slip at?
I'm not a betting man. I
didn't hear nobody say that. I didn't hear nobody say that except Greg Hackett. Because I had it 50-50. I had Bud winning by a decision and Errol winning by a knockout. That's how I had it. Truthfully, I had it 50-50. That's how I had it. And that's how I bet. The only person I heard say it was Greg Hackett. Greg Hackett was the only one, and people was chopping his head off. He was the only one I heard say it. I heard him and Roy Jones.
And
They were the only two people that I heard when I was listening to shit on here. Most people had it 50-50. I'm not saying it wasn't other people that said Bud was going to win, but those were the people that I heard say it.
I thought Earl. Look. But yeah, man, like you said, bro. Yeah, Drink More Water said it for sure. I remember him.
Who?
I said Drink More Water. Oh, Uncle Jonathan Simon watching this. Uncle Jay, man, you can't make this up, OG. Yeah.
Well, but y'all know what I'm saying when I say you can look at the fighter's skills and see how they gonna match up. Just like if I were to see Boots versus Madrimov right now, I would be confident in saying Boots would beat him. Or if I was to see, I don't know.
That's easy. Boots and Madrimov, that's an easy one. I think Ray Charles could see that.
Do Boots stop him though, or do it go the distance?
I think Boots stop.
I don't know because I don't really know how Madrimov's chin is, so I'm not really sure.
I got to give Madrimov. Well, he took Bud's best. I mean, he took Bud's shots. You know what I mean? Yes, he did. Yeah. He took Bud's best shot on the chin, but he did. I wouldn't look. My boy, Tim Boski got Madrimov beating Boots. You know, he don't think Boots can beat them top 154 guys.
Really? Yeah. Well,
here's a crazy opinion I got. I got Tim Tszyu beating Bud. At this stage in Bud's career? Yeah, at this stage in his career, Tim Tszyu.
I think Bud picked Tim Tszyu apart, man.
Hey, Timbo backstage, but Timbo picking Madrimov to beat Boots. He don't know if Boots could beat them top guys at 54.
Mill.
That's because he loved fucking he loved European fighters, Euro bums. I can't wait. Yeah. I can't wait to post up in the ends, man.
You
wanted my hoodie on, man.
Yeah. No YSM. Eric. What the hell are you talking about?
I know what to expect, E.
No, you know what to expect. Listen,
I gotta ask Mill in the gym with him. He said, "What you say about the 154 pounders, Mill?"
About what?
You said Tim Boski said he don't think that.
I said that Tim Boski said that Boots can't beat Madrimov.
Oh, he beat the shit out of them too.
No. He had problems with someone like Chukwudazian. Madrimov, someone that's on a high level, someone that's more explosive, more athletic, more stronger, more powerful. He gives off different angles, changes levels very well. He does. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's going to be able to pull the trigger as well as he did it in someone like Crawford, because Crawford gave him a high intelligence chess match, you know what I'm saying to you. Crawford didn't really give him too much to bite on, you know what I'm saying, pause. But like I said, I do have Madrimov beating Boots at this moment, at this time being, because I've seen Madrimov in there with the better guys. I've seen him destroy the guys that he's been in there with, you know what I'm saying, high level.
You see him beat better guys? What better guys did he beat?
He only got 10 fights, right?
No, hold on. Kobanov is better than Castillo Clayton. He's better than a Roman Villa. Kobanov. And Michel Soro. Michel Soro is another credible guy there. You know what I'm saying to you? He's way better than
all European fighters, by the way. I need you to understand how he thinks. Madrimov gets his ass whipped too. Boyachuk gets his ass whipped too. Like, honestly,
no. Boyachuk's a bit different. I give Boots. I got Boots beating.
The reason why you only saying that is because you saw Brandon Adams fold Boyachuk up like a pizza box.
No.
You gotta say that.
Hold on. So are you underrating Madrimov's his athleticism? Are you underrating his explosiveness? Are you underrating his craftiness? Are you underrating his intelligence? Are you underrating his amateur background? Are you underrating?
He can't even land on his punching knuckles. Right? He can't land on his punching knuckles. Madrimov be slapping. That's why he couldn't hurt Crawford.
No. If he was slapping, how did he slap Crawford with the black eye? Did he slap Crawford with the black eye?
Yeah, he's a big dude.
The difference between fighting a great fighter at 36 and then fighting a great fighter at 26.
A great fighter.
Respectfully to Terrence Crawford, right? Terrence Crawford is a 35 that moved all the way up to 54. He's an older man that fights at a slower pace.
He's the number one pound for pound guy.
Being the number one pound for pound guy has nothing to do with tendencies in a fight. We're talking about styles. Where Terrence Crawford is going to be a bit more cerebral, Boots isn't going to let Madrimov off the hook. Where Boots might get caught with a shot that Bud may not get caught with, but at the end of the fight, Madrimov is going to be like this.
I don't believe so. I believe Madrimov's got a stellar chin. I believe that he doesn't get tired. He's got, like I said, a solid chin, doesn't get tired, solid base, solid foundation. He's got excellent core strength, good balance. I don't believe that he's going to be like this.
Yo,
I don't believe.
Why didn't he take the fight? Why didn't he take the fight, Mel? What was the reason why he didn't take the fight?
Lined up to fight Boyachuk. That was his.
Yes, I'd rather fight someone that's ranked. I'd rather fight someone that's ranked actually in the division that's top 10 in there. I'd rather fight.
I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him. I just wanted to know why he didn't.
I'd rather fight somebody that I've seen knocked out instead of the dude.
Madrimov got offered to fight Bill?
Both of them.
Madrimov and Boyachuk?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Man,
I didn't know that. That's breaking news to me. Damn, Timbo. So your boy Madrimov turned down Boots?
Yeah, to go fight another sturdy guy like Bohachuk.
I ain't mad at him. I just wanted to know.
Here's my thing, Bill. Here's my thing. Why aren't you putting like I don't understand. I know Boots has done this and this to who and who, and I done seen Benavidez talk about what he did in sparring. I seen other fighters talk about Martin Bacola talked about what he did in sparring. I don't understand why isn't Boots saying, "Hey, he don't want to fight because I did this to him." Like that's what happened.
Like that. Boots stick by the code. What's happening in the gym? Stay in the gym. He didn't want to talk about that shit.
Hey, Boots just a fighter, man. He doesn't care about all this diddy daddling and extra limelight shit.
Mel, can you repeat all of the offers that was made to the different fighters that turned down the offers?
All right, 154. I know Conwell. 47 and 54. Can you do that for me, sir?
All right, so I know 3 at 47 and 3 at 54.
And who were they?
No Conor Ben offer.
Brian Norman Jr., Mario Barrios, Amanda Stanionis, Charles Conwell, Sergey Boyachuk, Israel Madrimov.
Okay.
Damn, so 6 elite fighters turned down Boots. God damn.
But that's Boots' fault though. It's Boots' fault that they didn't want to fight.
It's nobody, man. He's a fucking he keep fighting tomato cans. That's all he want to fight. He want to fight cab drivers. Yeah, bro. Tell it, Timbo. Go back and tell that. Run and tell that, Timbo.
The reason why
whenever I said that he wants to fight cab, I've never said that.
I'm not saying you saying that. I said run and tell that to the Boots haters because
okay.
Yeah, you think these guys, you think all these 54 guys could beat Boots, but they won't take the fight.
What's up with that? I didn't say all these 54. I just named a couple. I just said a few.
Who are the guys at 54 that beat Boots?
I got
Madrimov.
No. I don't hear people talk about the fact that, and it's been going on for a while. Fighters fight for money and for belts. How do champions sit around with belts and nobody says, "Man, I want that belt"? What are we fighting for besides the money? You're fighting for a belt too. Now the belt helps you get leverage to get more money. But if you know a guy, if you think a guy's gonna beat you, then you just say, "Okay, I want to sell my L." That's basically
Keyshawn Davis called everybody out.
That's crazy. A guy got a belt and you don't want to go get the belt from him. Well, it's crazy, man.
Keyshawn Davis won all the belts. He won for everybody. Keyshawn won all the smoke.
So boxing's such a niche sport. You know, if it's not about this, then no business.
Wait, Bill, can you tell us though? Can you personally, like, it's nothing legal on you. It's no, I don't know. The Illuminati not gonna kill you if you tell us who's the biggest name that you feel comfortable naming that Boots got over on.
Nah, you can't name. Nah, don't name him.
I'm still.
You can't do that.
I'm still governed by old school laws. Like my old head's Mr. Boozy. I ain't doing that. You ain't getting
that. And we still ain't finished with you, Cam, man, with this nonsense Tio and Mayweather crap.
But Tim, what's up with Conor Ben, man? Why has he called out Boots recently? Now that he's back, why hasn't he called out Boots, man? What's up with this guy?
Hold on, sir. We'll get to Conor Ben in a second, sir. Hold on. I'm still confused about this Floyd, and I need to understand why this young bull, you know what I'm saying to you, when did you start watching boxing, sir? When?
I started watching boxing probably around I watched boxing like casually my entire life. It was like my dad was into it. He was into combat sports in general. It's one of the things I did with him before he passed. You know, we were watching MMA and we were
do you know what you're saying to me? You know when you said to me about Tio and Floyd, it's like me saying that, oh, Pereira, because you said you're into MMA. I'm just using this for a quick example. Oh, Pereira in the UFC right now. Oh yeah, man. He'll go and kick John Jones's ass, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It just sounds.
Hold on. John Jones is an active fighter now, and stylistically, like I'm not stupid. I understand styles.
No, I understand. Listen.
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
Wait, sir. I understand your opinion. Remember, it's just opinions now. I'm not one of these guys that are going to criticize you for your opinion. It's just some things are just they're a bit rambunctious. I need to get behind.
Well, that wasn't a good analogy. You do.
It was a good. It was.
No, because John Jones is still active. They're not different.
John Jones ain't fought in forever, man.
John Jones is fighting now, ain't he? He about to fight. What's his name?
John Jones is a very good wrestler.
Real fast.
You know who that is?
I mean, Dr. Eugene. He watched my tape. I'm scared of Bozy. Yo, he the OG, bro. He old enough to be my pop.
Yeah, Bozy get mad at you, man. Hey, what you
operate out of Bozy rules. So if you want to say I'm scared, cool, I'm scared. But I'm
just respect the OG, man. Bozy.
So is Dr. Eugene is an older dude or a younger dude?
I don't know, but I ain't fucking around with my.
I don't know, bro. You don't respect old heads where y'all from?
You gotta respect your elders.
Yeah, you don't respect old heads, like, bro.
Giving you access that you don't. Some things you don't mess up. It's things that you get privileges and you don't mess up access. You don't mess up the opportunity that you have to see things that or see camps and see stuff that other people just can't ever see. You know what I mean? Why would you
saying, when you got a thorough old head in your life, period, in whatever capacity, like we got respect for our old heads. When they thorough, we got respect for them. Now, if you're a sucker, I don't even fuck with you, whether you're young or old. But if you're a thorough old head, bro, you respect. I don't care if he's in a wheelchair. If he's thorough, you respect him. Like I don't.
Insight though, E. Right?
Where these dudes come from, man?
Bozy used to train my old heads, right? So, like he's like the tipping point in the hood. I don't think like these other dudes understand. Like Bozy trained my old heads who went on to do real things, and I ain't talking about boxing. So,
bro, listen, I already know. You know, I know. He triple OG. These dudes don't. I don't know. Maybe y'all don't understand like hood politics for real. Like I don't, bro. Listen, I've been away from the city 30 years. I'm 52 years old. It's still old heads there that get respect, bro. Like we just don't get down like that. That shit go with you your whole life. That shit ain't no. This ain't no motherfucking TV shit. This ain't no movie.
That's right, exactly. That's why when the OGs are talking, you just have to shut your mouth.
Yeah.
When they're telling you sense.
Hey, Tim, now the OGs are telling you that Conor Ben don't want none of that Boots Ennis work.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't listening. You ain't listening. So you got to follow your own advice, champion. You got to follow your own advice, champion.
Michael McKinson is the biggest G in the UK. Michael McKinson flew all the way over here to get this work, man. Michael McKinson.
Hold on.
I got Michael McKinson beating Conor Ben too. I got Michael McKinson beating Conor Ben. How about that, man? Michael McKinson, the best welterweight in the UK. How about
pull
that?
Up to the ends. YSM. If that fight gets announced, put up to the ends, and we can both sit down and watch that fight.
I'm gonna put up to the ends.
I'll buy you a steak. I'll buy you a steak after.
Timboski. Hey, Timboski, wasn't it a time though when Ben said that he would fight Boots?
Yes, and he was still fighting.
I think it was like before, you know, he went through his whole situation.
He's still fighting right now. He's still fighting right now.
So what happened when he came back? What, Eddie don't want it to happen yet?
No. Obviously, he just had a baby. You know what I'm saying to you.
And you don't want that fight right now.
You don't want that fight.
What did
right
everybody
now.
say about Benavidez and David Morrell? What did everybody say about that?
Benavidez gonna be a great fight.
I think we kind of split down the middle on that one.
50 on that one.
Yeah. YSM boy, we're coming for your boy, man. Don't worry, Conor Ben, we're coming for you.
Who you like, Kyle?
When my man Michael McKinson get that fight, I'm posting up in the ends, man. I'm posting up. I'm gonna have a Team McKinson shirt on, man. Yeah. Team McKinson.
Yeah.
I don't think Conor.
Baby. Every time they come to fight me, you boys got babies. Boy, on paternity leave. Hey, man. You boys take paternity leave when it come to boots, Timbo. What's up with
Errol Spence? Errol Spence.
Paternity leave. I'm taking paternity leave.
Errol Spence looking for his next eye, right? When we was calling out Errol Spence, Conor Ben, we was calling him out. Errol Spence didn't want no work. He didn't want no work.
Hey, man. We just want to know. We just want to know how. We just want to know what eggs you take, man. What eggs you on?
Karma.
You know what I mean?
Karma, we posted up in the ends, Karma.
Philly cheesesteak.
We're going to be right there in the road. Hey, Mill, I'm jumping in with my bubble jacket. I'm going to rock that puffer jacket, bro, right on the roads.
Yeah, Billy, that Philly cheesesteak. Philly cheesesteak eggs.
Karma, I'm going to have my dickie on, right? With a hoodie and a flight jacket over top of it. You already know what I'm talking about. We posting up in the ends, man.
Yeah.
The ends ain't really like that, yo.
I'm going right to Peckham, Tim. I'm going right to Peckham Rock, right there.
And the only restaurants we eating out there, we just gonna eat at the Caribbean spots because UK food is ass.
Yeah. Straight Caribbean food. Yes, sir.
It's gonna be jerk chicken and oxtails every
oxtails. Yeah, you go put boots in the Philly cheesesteak, man. Don't worry, man. We'll send them back to Philly. Nice and healthy.
Hey, the top boys, Tim. The top boys. Hey, Sully. Hey, Sully, watch your mouth, champ.
Hey, watch your mouth, son. Watch your mouth.
Yo. Yeah, I mean, so we seen David Benavidez. He struggled with southpaws, though. We've seen that before.
Who you like? Who you like, guy?
I like Benavidez is one of my favorite fighters, but I don't know because I'm not. I know David Morrell is a big southpaw, and I've heard that he's slick, but I haven't watched a lot of him. I wasn't too impressed by his last performance, but like I said, I've seen David struggle with southpaws before, and he's big, and I've seen David struggle in his last fight with this other dude who's real big too. So I don't know. I'm hoping to see. This fight will tell me a lot about David Benavidez, but I just hope he can. I just hope he can get whoever wins better via Bivol, so he can really show how great he is.
What did the Andre fight show you? What did the Boo Boo Andre fight show you, Benavidez? What did that show you?
It showed me that he's real good at using his head movement to set up that big right hand, and it also showed me that Andre. I don't know. He was a little. I don't want to say he shot, but he kind of crumpled under like the first few big shots that Benavidez landed. It also made me wonder like why Canelo didn't fight Andre all them years ago, because Andre had gotten rocked with lesser fighters before, and it was like rocked bad. I think he got dropped a while back. So yeah, I was just I kind of expected it. You know, Andre moving up in your first fight is Benavidez at 168. That's a little bit crazy. I don't know why they did that.
That wasn't his first fight.
That wasn't his first fight at 168. He fought
Demar Nicholson.
Nicholson the fight before.
Even if it was two fights, moving up and having a fight with one guy, Demar Nicholson, and then fighting Benavidez, even still. Because I mean, let's be honest, Benavidez is a huge, like the biggest 68 possible. I don't know how he was making weight.
Him and Morrell about the same size though, champion. He ain't bigger.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Morrell's even bigger than him.
Yeah, Morrell's I seen both of them in person. Morrell might be.
You can say they're the same height in that, but Morrell's got bigger shoulders, bigger hands, bigger feet, just bigger guy.
Pause.
Hey, yo, no Diddy, son. No Diddy, no Sandusky, son. No Sandusky.
I think it's gonna be a knockout. I think it's gonna be a knockout.
Letting that go, cuz.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a knockout.
I'm glad you called it out, but Morrell seemed like he a little bit taller. Just seeing him in person, I think both of them. I don't know how either one of them made 68 though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But y'all think it's gonna be a knockout in that fight, or you think it's going to the decision?
I think it can go decision. I think it's gonna go decision.
You think? I think it's gonna be a knockout.
It could be a knockout. OG, I'm listening. I see. I'm not like Timboski. I'll listen. You get what I'm saying? Because he still got kind of big. Y'all keep trying to steer him.
Is the camp in Florida or is the camp in Houston?
He doing the camp in Houston. He going back to Houston.
So he's still with Ronnie Shields?
Hey Mill, why you ask that? Never mind. I ain't gonna ask you. Hey, it's kind of late.
What's his secret joke, fam? Why is Mill laughing like that?
Nah.
Why is Mill twisting his head like that, bro?
Nah, it's in Houston. It's in Houston. Hey, man.
Why are you scratching your head like that, YSM, man?
No. I'm asking because
there's big money. There's big money on the line here. There's big money.
I want to slide through the gym.
Okay.
So you coming down? You coming to Houston?
That is not why he said that.
That's not why he said that, fam.
Yeah, no, he always been telling me he wanted to come down. So yeah, you come on, man. Welcome to Houston, bro.
Is he still with Ronnie Shields?
Yeah. He's still with Ronnie.
Okay.
Hey, Ronnie, time for work, Ronnie. That's how you be in the gym, Ronnie. Time for work, Ronnie.
Because I remember Coach Ronnie saying a couple years ago that he wasn't ready. Because he wanted to fight, and Coach Ronnie said he wasn't ready. I still think he ain't ready, but I want to see it though.
Yep, he was 7-0 at the time. I remember he had just got him. That was his first camp with him. He was
he ready now. He's been in there with credible opponents.
Give me your final thoughts.
No, I want to see it though. I want to see it. Whenever a fighter want to fight, and he say I want to fight, let him fight, man. I just wish we stopped throwing fighters away when they lose, bro.
Yeah, whoever loses fight is still the man, and whoever loses Bivol Beterbiev is still an elite fighter.
For real. Like, bro, I'm so disappointed that Earl ain't bounce back and get back in the ring, bro. I'm telling you, man. When I watched Earl's career, I used to look at Earl in the corner. That dude used to have such a nonchalant look on his face, and I said to myself, Earl out here beating these guys with his B game. He never fought at his full potential, bro. Just because he wasn't being as professional, I think, as he should have been. Earl a bad motherfucker, man.
I think
Earl was bad. That's the problem with Earl.
I think Earl Spence should mace the game, bro. I mean, he took his L, he got his money, got his farm. Just go ahead. He had that bad car accident. I would just be a promoter and just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
That's just my opinion. You don't want it to get no worse than what it already is. You feel me?
There you go.
He go in there and fight them top dogs. Like, but that boy, he got his bread. Let him go.
The peak Errol Spence to me was Bundu and Lamont. I think that was the best I seen Errol. Like, I never seen him reach that peak. That Lamont Peterson fight, how he looked so locked in and focused. I never seen Errol like that again. You know what I mean? And I'm a big Errol fan.
Don't forget, he went overseas. Motherfuckers throwing chocolate brownies at him. He went over there and cracked Mel Brook face open too.
Yeah, that's facts. I know him, and that's what I'm saying. Around that time, 27, 28-year-old Errol Spence, right before the big money came. That's the best I had seen him. I think the party lifestyle got to Errol, man, and his stories all through Texas about Errol. Errol just living that life, man, like going crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, I can't blame it on the party lifestyle, bro, because it's a whole bunch of fighters that have party lifestyles. That are still unbeatable fighters. Like, for instance, just off the top of my head, Gervonta, Mike Tyson.
Gervonta ain't partying like that no more, champ. And Gervonta ain't get thrown from a Ferrari either.
Yeah, I think it's the car accident. If you want to,
that's what I'm saying. But that came from a party lifestyle. Because what was he doing before he got in a wreck? He was drinking.
Nah, he was getting chased, but we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hey, he had alcohol in his system, though. He got arrested for alcohol in his system, even when he was getting if he was whatever you think he was doing.
Hey, yo, how you going to charge a dude who's lying on the fucking cement mangled? Like, yo, the police
they charged, boy. He had to go to. I mean, he got arrested for that shit.
I'm surprised he got
medical. He must have a lot of liquor on his breath, though.
Nah, he did. They gave him a blood. Well, they took his blood, and it was way over the alcohol limit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, two things before we go. Number one, I want to send a shout out to Danny Garcia. He got a show this Saturday, October 12th. Dylan Price is headlining. Carmel Moulton.
Oh shit!
Main event. Really big show. Danny's getting into promoting real heavy, so salute to them. I'm gonna be in the building. I think what can you watch it on? Underground
DMDB.com. Sign up, right? If y'all going to the fight, they giving away a free car. It's an electric car. So all y'all gotta do is sign up and get the sign up for the green pass. Y'all get the green pass and come to the fight. Y'all get, you know what I'm saying? Y'all enter for the prize. It's a free car. Y'all get it the same night.
That's
y'all
what's
don't gotta
up.
pay nothing, taxes, title, nothing. It's all gonna be taken care of.
So salute.
Hey Mill, hey, is Nito going out there for that fight too? Because he's still rocking with Dylan.
I don't think so. I ain't
okay.
talking to Nito and Rachel in a little bit. But, the last thing I'm gonna say, and then we're gonna end this.
Yeah.
We posting up in the ends. Me, Billy, Bang, G Hackett, E gonna be out. We posting up in the ends. We all gonna have dickies on, but our hoodies gonna say Team McKinson because we rocking out with the best of welterweight in the UK, Michael McKinson.
It ain't no Sissoko. It ain't no Sissoko.
Connor Ben at the O2 because Connor Ben ain't good enough to sell out Wembley. So we're going to up at the O2, man.
Damn, Mandem. Hey, it was great talking to y'all. Hey, always shout out to E. Harris. Shout out to you, Emil. Appreciate you. Good talking to you, brother.
You made a sad mistake. You're gonna find out because you got sledgehammers in both hands. And when Boots comes over here, or we go over there, and Boots gets that smoke, Boots gonna find out when he's in there with a real junkyard dog, a real junkyard dog.
That's how he living over here.
A real junkyard dog.
You know that's what Anthony Yard did too when he was in the Mayweather gym. But I don't want to speak on that. I don't want to speak on that.
When you see Conor Ben's a gym rat as well, Conor Ben's a gym rat. When you see him in there, you're gonna know that Boots gonna know he's in there with a real junkyard dog. This ain't no Roman Villa. This ain't no.
Conor Ben gonna sleep if he fight Boots, man.
This ain't no
McKinson say Conor Ben won't win a round against Boots.
Facts.
Is that what he said?
Conor Ben gonna get stopped, bro.
He said that.
He said he won't win one round.
That's what he said.
Tank Davis said that Ryan Garcia is the best ever fighter he ever fought. Yeah, Tank Davis said that Ryan Garcia is the best ever guy he ever fought.
He probably said, hey, he probably said, are you serious? He probably said, are you serious, bro?
He said, who? He looked at me like,
oh. Just tell Boots, YSM, please, look at me. You tell Boots, mention Conor Ben's name, tell him to tell Eddie, make that back. You're talking all this nonsense.
You gotta get past my boy Michael McKinson first. You gotta get past my man Mike. My man
they
Mike.
Fight. Hey, no scrambled eggs, man. In camp, no eggs, bro. We doing an eggless diet.
It's all right, man. We're gonna beat the shit out of him as well. And then when he beats the shit out of him, I'm gonna come back to YSM's beautiful, realist platform. And I'm saying to you, amazing platform. And I'm gonna ask you, was you posted in the ends when you saw that knockout? That's what I'm gonna ask you.
You talking about who's knocking out Michael McKinson?
Yo,
Michael McKinson too slick for.
Right? And we all gonna have platters.
I don't think Conor Ben can mess with Chukadazian like that, Tim. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. Chukadazian might outbox him.
No.
You see what he did to your UK veteran Harry Scarf?
What Harry Scarf? Harry Scarf's nowhere near the fire of Conor Ben. Come on, man.
And you was building up Sissoko. You see Harry Scarf beat Sissoko. You got Sissoko out of there.
That's where you're incorrect. That's where you're incorrect. He did not beat Sissoko. So already you're telling more lies. He didn't beat Sissoko.
No. He beat Essamon. My bad.
Don't lie to the people. Don't lie to the community.
Okay, bro, you still hung on that. He was beating Echo Essamon.
He was hyping him up too.
You were saying Boots need to fight Echo Essamon. Remember that?
Yeah. He does. Just because he got one loss doesn't mean he can run anywhere. What are you talking about? Does that mean that Boots ain't fighting?
Bro, he lost to Harry Scarf.
Echo Essamons better than Castillo Clayton. He's better than Delorme. He's better than
Hey, YSM, you remember them days like it was yesterday. You told Boots to watch Echo Essamon and he lost that night.
Right.
That's bad luck. You got jinxed.
Hey, YSM said, my boy from overseas keep telling you to fight Echo Essamon, man. Watch this dude. And then he lost to Harry Scarf.
You lot jinxed it.
Yeah. Hey, OG, man, you hear this dude, man?
Hey, E, until one of them dudes beat my man Mike, I ain't got no words. Tell one of them to run it up with my man.
You know that he's gonna get knocked out. You know he's gonna get knocked out.
He tested himself though. He tested himself on the highest
level. Hey, he fought Virgil. Hey, Michael McKinson. Hey, Ben, what did he say about fighting Virgil? What did he say about fighting Virgil? McKinson. Did you ask him?
Yeah, he said that he felt like he was doing good. It was just the size, and he suffered an injury during the fight.
Okay. He hurt his leg.
Real UK heart, man. Real. He don't need eggs. He got that real UK heart, man.
Oh, so you want to go about these eggs and this situation?
Are they scheduled to fight? Conor and McKinson scheduled to fight?
Nah, we don't know Conor's next fight. Tim, tell us who he fighting next. I don't know.
Yeah. He's fighting a top guy at 147 or even 154.
Oh, when? When?
In December.
In Bengay, October 19th, man. Are you going to that fight?
Which one?
October 19th, Tulani and Bengay versus Michael McKinson. You going to that fight?
Oh, where's it going?
If it's in London, I don't mind stepping through there. You get me?
I'm gonna tell you where it's at, yo.
Yeah, tell me. That's a good fight as well. That's a
good fight. For that Tim Tszyu fight?
Say again, YB. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. It's a quality fight. You get me? McKinson, Mbengbe.
They fighting for the IBO.
I don't want Booster fight Conor, man. I don't want Booster fight Conor. I like Conor, man. I don't want him to fight Conor. I like Conor, man. We don't want Conor to get worked over like.
That's what I'm saying, OG, man. We want that smoke, man. We ain't running from no smoke, man. This is what you do.
I don't want to do that to him, man.
You don't put your
I don't want to do that to Conor, man.
We put our fighters in bubble wrap.
You gonna make Conor give up in the corner, man. He gonna stop him.
Underground. Junkyard dog underground, man. Junkyard dog. You know what that is, right? Rottweilers, pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? American bulldogs. That's what he is. English.
No, for sure. Conor dog. I believe Conor go out on the shield, but I don't want him to get hurt like that, bro. Like I like Conor, man. I don't want him to get hurt, man.
We're gonna sign off. We've been on for like 3 hours, yo. That's crazy. I ain't did a live in months.
3 hours and 22 minutes.
Please watch him, man. Please watch him.
Do another live, man. So I can come back and cook this bump.
Yo, all right. So November 9th, Jerron Ennis versus Karen Chukazin on the Zone, Philadelphia. Also, my man Michael McKinson versus Tulani and Bengay. October 19th, Copper Box Arena.
Oh, that's the Anthony Yard joint. Anthony Yard coming back that day, and that's the Adam Azim and O'Hara Davies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Yard gonna be on there?
Yard gonna be that's my boy. Yard gonna be on that card.
Where can we see it? Is that the Zone?
What is that? No, I think that's Boxer, right?
That's on Boxer.
That's Boxer. That's why I said he's not with Frank Warren.
That's crazy.
That's what I said.
It's Boxer. It might be on Peacock then. What's the date?
Yeah, no, it's on Peacock. It's on Peacock because he's with Boxer now. He's with Boxer.
What's the date?
Happy birthday
again? The 19th.
October 19th. All right.
That's the same day Tim Tszyu fight too. Tim Tszyu fighting for the IBF title against Bakram.
Yeah, he fighting
on the PBC card.
Michael McKinson fighting for the IBO.
Okay, and Tim Tszyu fighting on that night on the 19th in Orlando
for the IBF.
Yeah, for Bakram's IBF.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, you got Tszyu. But yeah, man, boxing is about to be heated, man. We got Morrell, Benavidez. You got Bacoli, Caballero got ordered. You got Bivol and them this week. Bivol and Beterbiev and Frazier Clark. Warley too. Hamza Shiraz against Johnny Bet got ordered.
Man, Billy, in my opinion, since Benavidez plant, we've been getting good fights, bro. I ain't got no complaints with boxing. Is it some fights that I've been wanting to see? Yeah, but we've been getting some good fights since Benavidez plant, bro. I've been very satisfied with boxing, bro.
Me too. Hey, thank y'all. Hey, thank Milt for having me on. Hey, appreciate you, Timbo. Shout out to you, OG, Eric. Shout out to you, Underground. And yeah, man, talk to y'all soon, Milt.
time to go to sleep. Yo, I appreciate everybody that hopped on.
Busy.
I appreciate the people that watched. Yo, I wanted to go strong for an hour, but this just everybody hopped on. So
hey, this shit turned from 1 hour to the Titanic movie, champ.
this
shit turned into the Titanic movie.
Timboski did that, man.
Hey, Mill, this shit turned to the Titanic movie, man. 4 hours and shit. Malcolm X autobiography.
Yeah, this is what happens when you got great minds.
The Denzel jump.
Great minds.
Hey, yo, we out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Appreciate all y'all. Appreciate the love, man.
All right, much love, bro.
We love the love, man. Salute.